going to actually teach me on what I can do. And I said, yes, I'm going to do it this time because I had my license previously, but I had no one to really teach me the process of it. And so going in, I have someone that can mentor me, can teach me. And I said, I'm going to do it this time. I'm not just going to have the license. I'm not just going to do nothing with them. I'm going to actually do something with this, and I'm going to make sure that I'm successful in it. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to watch the videos, and I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to be all in this time.
Okay. Miss Brenda Alexander, why you show up? What made you say, why did you show up here? Why did you show up? Why did you fill out that contract?
I showed up because I wanted to be where millionaires were. I wanted to be where people look like me that were making money and that had the ability to change lifestyle. I did not want to have my latter part of my life still working for someone. I wanted it for me. I wanted it for my family. I want to show I'm like one of the elders in my family now. And so I wanted to show the younger generation, don't quit. You can start over at any age and be successful. So I'm showing up. Is it sometimes hard? Yes, because I've worked in the industry for almost 40 years, right? So changing the mindset from being an employee to now being a CEO, it gets a little tricky. And sometimes you want to fall back, but I'm determined. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to be at this time of being here for 7 months, but I still show up. I had a conversation with Sheena the other day. I'm like, I'm thinking about getting a part-time job because I'm not where I want to be. But I don't want to go back because, like they're saying, I'm not going back, right? Because I have to show to myself, prove to myself that I deserve it and that I can be here. I can sit at the table. I can eat from the table. And so I'm here, to encourage myself, to encourage others that you can reinvent yourself at 61 years young. Okay. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I seen when I saw the ad on the Facebook, I said, oh God, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I want. This is where I want to be. When I get up and I see us here, it's so encouraging to know that I'm in the room with millionaires. Okay. So that's why Brenda Lee Joshua Alexander shows up. I'm showing up for me.
Let's go.
And
Let's
the
go.
preacher in me.
Let's go. Pamela, why are you showing up, Miss Beach? Why did you show up? Why did you say yes to this opportunity? You have to unmute. There you go. There you go.
Right, I have to excuse my voice. That
Take your time.
You're okay, Pamela.
You got it.
You got this.
With you, baby girl.
Got this.
Just breathe. You got this.
Just speak it. Speak it. Nothing is wrong. Speak your heart.
I wanted the opportunity to be able to first serve the Lord more. I give it back to Him. I be able to serve Him, and then also then serve my family. My brother that passed away 2 years ago left them for his children, taking care of them for him, taking care of my aging parents, 80 and 90 years old, my family. But to be able to lead well, not just lead my family, but lead my community. Let the Lord use me, and every day I speak with someone, that's what gets me up is, Lord, what do you have for me today? Who do you have me to speak to today? Who could I bless today? Who could I share you with today? Because that may be the last voice someone hears. And maybe the last conversation with someone, and maybe the last face walking into Walmart that they see before something happens. I always want to shine here. Because in this opportunity would give me a chance to shine here, not only to my family, but to the lost, to the community, to the people he called me to serve.
Love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Ashley Mayfield.
So I show up because for a number of reasons. I want to finish what I start because I have not done that in my lifetime yet. And I'm not ashamed to say that because I'm not where I was in that. So I can be transparent. I needed flexibility to work and make money. And I wanted to learn what I have never been taught in my family.
Wow. That was deep. All right, wow. Donna, why did you say yes? Why did you say yes?
Well, let's take it from the top. I got tired of being told no. I got tired of being the supporting actor, and with something I had the same opportunity. I got tired of shrinking my dreams down to what I was seeing in front of me. And I never really fully realized that the problem was right here. So now that I'm around the like-minded people, it's just like going from a two-wheel drive to a four-wheel drive. I now have the components that I need to push it to the floor and just take off. Reminds me of I would say when my back end went out on my truck. So I realized I had to get a new part to handle all the power and the juice that could come to the axle or to the rear end of my vehicle or to all four wheels so I can gain traction and take off. Because for 23 years, due to the circumstances, I've been told no. So now that when I seen the opportunity back in January, I'm like, now that there's a possible system that I can see someone that's tell me, hey, you can do this, that, and so forth. Now, just to see it up close and learn, and I feel like I'm not changing fast enough. That's what drives me to get up and say, okay, now, like you just gave a key component to it seemed like an access card you just gave me, because I've been committed to being an employee for so long because of my action. Now that I realize it's just a flip of a switch, that now I can be committed to being the CEO of my own corporation, and I can do big things and I can help people on a higher level. It's just now it was just a mindset. It was a total mindset. It was a shift. And I'm so glad that the shift came in such a way that it forced me to hit the button and just, just like Star Trek, just take off, and just not think about it, because it's okay. Because there's people around me. Well, I always use analogy of racing. Now I can drift with the best of them. Hey, I'm gonna be a leader at some point, but right now I need to learn to drift. Meaning that, guys like yourself, you breaking the wind in front of me. All I got to do is just pay attention, lock in, commit, stay disciplined, keep up. That's my only assignment right now. Is to keep up, because the drift is happening so fast. I don't have time to think for myself. It's happening in front of me. My job is to stay focused to the point. Now that my mind been switched to CEO, it's like Sheena said a while back, because if you start working, then you really a mom and pop business. Hey, you need to link up with some people that will help you push this thing to another level. So again, it's the drifting for me. That's what makes the hair stand up on my arm. You know, I shave all my hair off my head. So, you know, that's what make the hair stand up on my arm. I'm ready to move. And now it's like it's exhilarating. You know, I get up, you know, hey, it remind me back in my military day, you know, now I can pop up with a purpose. My eyes pop up, you know, I'm ready to go. So it's like what I need to change today to get better for tomorrow. So
let me ask this question of everybody, because everybody has a piece of paper in front of them. So what I want you to write down on your piece of paper right now, I want you to write 3 things. Well, let me go through. What is your goal? What is your 30-day goal? I want you to write your 30-day goal down. I want you to write your 6-month goal down. And I want you to write your year goal down. So 30-day, 6 months, a year. But with that, I want you to also write, what's your I quit level? What will make you quit for not reaching those goals? So I'm gonna give you a minute. The 30-day goal. What is your 30-day goal? In business? Let's talk. We're gonna get more specific here. I want to know your 30-day goal here. What's your 6-month goal? And I want to know your year goal. But I also want to know what will make you quit. It could be income, it could be AP, it could be whatever your goal is, because I can't tell you your goal. What is your goal for 30 days? AP, income, what's your goal for 6 months? It could be income, I want to have a team. What's your goal for a year? But also I want you to write up under it, because I'm gonna ask several of y'all, what's your I quit level? What will make you quit? What will make you quit for not seeing them goals come true? 30 seconds. $30-day goal, 6 months, 1 year, and I want to know what will make you quit. Now, and I'm gonna tell you now, because I told you, don't come here with all the fake stuff. Ain't nothing gonna make me quit. I don't want to hear that one. Ain't nothing gonna make me quit, because I hear that so much, and then next week you going.
Can I clarify that? Are you saying what's going to make us give up on ourselves, or what would make us
quit,
satisfied and quit driving ahead?
Yeah, whatever you want. Quit on what's going to make you walk away from them goals. So if I say my goal is to make $1 million in a year, what's going to stop me to make me walk away from making that goal happen? Because we all know what's our weakness. Just like you know your strength, you know what will drive you to say, I quit. Who was that said that? Somebody said it. I think was it you, Ashley? That said she's never finished anything.
Yes, sir, that was me.
That's one of the, man, if I could, I could spend an hour on that. Because a lot of you start so much stuff and ain't never finished nothing. But I want to hear some of y'all goals. Anybody? Let's go. Somebody.
I'll go.
Okay, let's
Mr.
go.
Donaldo.
Let's
First,
go.
I want to say, I don't even know how I got here, because you just kind of showed up and you recruited me, and I thank you for that very much. So I don't even know how you found me. So my 30-day goal is $5,000 AP that I'm working on currently. My 6-month goal is personal, making $5,000 a month. And then my year goal is at least making $75,000 a year. And my I quit level would be deaf.
Okay. So now, before the next person go, I should have helped you in front. Whatever you say, I'm gonna question you right after that, after this next question. So when if you say I want to make $7,000, I might call right back on you with another question right after it. So make sure whatever you're writing, just don't make it sound good because we on this screen. I want you to be right. What is your real 30-day goal, your 6-month goal in a year? Who's next and who quit? Let's go.
I'll go. So my 30-day goal, I actually did not have a 30-day goal. So I missed it. I've been here a few months now. So 6 months, I would like to be a 6-figure earner in 6 months, and in a year, I would like to have a team.
Okay.
And I've been doing very well at counting my numbers every day and looking at it. And so some days are really good, and getting the calls in, and other days is not so good. So I'm working on being more strategic and focused in my daily schedule, so to speak.
What will make you quit from seeing them goals happen?
What would make me quit would be, well, I need income. So if
Thank
I
you
can't,
for being honest. Thank you for being honest.
oh, well, you're welcome. I'm being pressured to get a job, and I really don't want a job, but I do believe that, my husband is the leader of the household, and I do need to follow him. So if I have to, I will. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to forget about my business. Like this is important to me, and I've worked in healthcare all of my adult career. So when I first started, I went through highs and lows, and didn't really take this seriously, and I was just a mess when I first started. But now, being here for 12 weeks now or something like that, I truly see the value in the product that we're selling and how it can help families. And so I'm here, and I had a talk with Ms. Boatwright a while ago, and she told me to give it 90 days, see how it goes in 90 days, and then, but I need to give it a year to truly see what this has to offer. And so I am going to do that.
Okay. Cash. Give me your 30, 6-month, and year goals.
Well, I got goals for 2 reasons. One for financially. 2 is for purpose and passion. So my 30-day goal is 20,000. And at the same time, because I want to help a significant amount of family, challenging myself to do 182 apps in the next 6 months.
Okay.
My year goal is 365. It's just to really drive in on my passion, because it's not just about the money. It's really about helping people not have to deal with some of the stuff I dealt with for my mom not having no life insurance. So it's twofold for me.
I got it. But tell me now that we went through that, what would stop you from seeing those goals happening?
Well, what would stop me from seeing these goals happens right now, because I have another goal that I've been working on, which is one of the reasons why I took this position, is because I was behind in that goal financially. And so what would make me quit would be hindering the initial goal. I have $1 million business plan that I wrote 2 years ago, and I allowed distractions to really hold me back, and particularly a relationship. I got in a marriage that I shouldn't have been in, and it was a huge distraction. So I'm delayed in my vision for my $1 million business plan, the cash tank.
Okay. Jerry Shedrick. I mean, not Jerry, James. Talk to me. What's your 30, 60, 36 month year goal?
My 30-day goal is to get my first promotion. So I'm trying to get that this month, actually. My 6-month goal would be to be in a position to do consistently 10K AP. My 12-month goal is to be a six-figure earner and quit my full-time job.
Okay. So what would stop you from getting all those goals? What would really make you say, I can't see those goals happening? What would stop you and knock you out of this?
If there's a Titanic and things don't go anywhere near what my goals are, and I see that eviction notice, I might honestly put everything on the back burner to prevent that eviction notice.
All right.
To keep a roof over my head, to be honest.
Appreciate that honesty. Keisha.
We have to go to practice, so I just wanted to make sure I got my part in. My 30-day goal is 10K AP, 6-month goal is 50K, a year goal 100K, and then what would make me quit would just be inconsistent income.
Inconsistent income. Okay. Like that. Give me 2 more people who want to volunteer. Anybody?
I'm a volunteer, man. My 30-day goal is to have 30 agents writing at least one app in the month of September, I guess, because that'll be 30. My 6-month goal is for New Life to be doing $250,000 a month in AP. And my 1-year goal is to deposit $300,000 in my bank account.
Okay, what's going to stop you from seeing that?
Me, inconsistency would stop me from seeing that, distractions would stop me, not working hard enough would stop me, and if I'm being all the way transparent, sometimes belief can stop me. Like not seeing if I, you tell us about starting with the end in mind all the time. And, when I think a lot of people, myself especially, I start with the end in mind. But as time goes on, if it doesn't seem like it's about to happen, then my intensity level slows down when really it should speed up.
Okay. So let me speak on that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I say it over and over. God never tells you how or when it's going to happen. And I think that's part of the confusion in our mind. God gives you a goal, you write the goal, but he never tells you how. Yeah, you put a date on it. I probably should have brought them up. I can show you all these goals I have over here. Very few of them happen when I put the date, but every one of them did happen. Because you know what happens really? Sometimes the goals that we write, we really are not ready for them. We think we are, but you're not ready. Yeah, you want 50,000, but if God gave you 50,000, you wouldn't do the right things with it right now. You ain't even doing right with the $10 he giving you. You ain't doing right with the $1,000 he giving you. So why you think you're gonna do right with the 50? He never tells us how and when. And I love what Stephen said, because that's what normally most of us do. We write a goal, and man, we get to this point and we say, oh, it ain't gonna happen. And we just tear it off in an old la-la land somewhere else. But we go back to what we said, power of belief. Do you really believe? And I'm gonna go over that in a second. Let me hear somebody else 36 months, year goals. But I got a major question for you after this. Don't all? So none of y'all have no goals up here.
I'll go.
Okay, thank you. Somebody.
Okay, my 30-day goal is to achieve 40K in AP for the month. My 60-month goal or 60 months goal is 75K deposited and advancing in another promotional level. And my 1-year goal is 150K deposited and a team of at least 5 agents.
So what will stop you from seeing that happening?
Much like what Stephen and Kat said, succumbing to other pressures that could be distracting and losing sight of my goals.
Okay.
Myself.
So now, this is what I want y'all to do. This ain't even in my notes, but it just popped in my mind. So you have those goals, right?
Right.
You've written them down. Hopefully every one of you wrote your goals down, right? When I write the goal of anything, do you really see yourself doing it or you just saying it? Do you really start with the end in mind? Do you really see yourself? Do you really see in your mind? Remember, I'm gonna teach you again. I've said all the time. Everything in life is created twice. I need y'all to really hear me. Everything in life is created twice. It's first created in the mind, in the spiritual world, and then it shows up in the physical world. This phone was only made because Steve Jobs created it in his mind first. Once it's created in the mind, then it has the ability to show up in the physical world. So if you do not already see yourself celebrated and making whatever you wrote on that paper, you don't already see yourself as that person, it's never going to show up in the physical world. And that's what a lot of us starting wrong. We don't see the end in mind. God said, let there be light. He said it in his mind, and then it came to physical form. Everything in your house was created, this chair, you can't see it, but this chair was created in somebody's mind first. They saw it in their mind. Then it showed up. Zoom was in somebody's mind. Like, man, let's create a way where people can come together from all, and then it showed up. If you're not creating the person as you see yourself in your mind, you're never going to see that person. So my question is, do you walk like you already have it? So when you say I got a 30-day goal, whatever it is, you should already be celebrating it in your mind because you already have it. It's just like the example I use. I tell people all the time, if I was your tax person and you gave me all your paperwork and I told you right now, I said, man, I'm going to give you, man, you're going to get $30,000 back on taxes. How most of y'all going to react? See, that's the problem. Y'all too cool. Y'all too damn y'all too cool. I just told you gonna get $30,000 back in taxes, and you like, yeah, you ain't you ain't never seen 30,000. So if I told you, how would you react? Your emotions will be different in the response, right? But here's my question: why are you so excited? Why are you so excited?
Because you see yourself getting it.
Because you're gonna get 30. But here's my question: do you have it?
Nope.
No, you believe
So
it.
why are you excited?
You believe it's gonna happen.
Because so what's the difference in writing your goals down and believing it?
I'm believing that.
See, when I write a goal, I believe it. I'm so happy and grateful now that PowerHouse does over $1 million in AP in production at Senior Life Insurance Company in August of 2024. I believe it. You can't tell me it ain't gonna happen. See, God ain't tell me how or when. I know it's gonna happen because every one I wrote has already came true. We're $1 million organization. I already know it. And I walk like $1 million person. Everything see, you keep saying that this is what you want. And the reason why you can quit so easy is because you really don't believe you deserve that. You're just writing it because it sounds good. Do you really, in your heart of hearts, were you willing to be standing there in front? This is probably too dramatic, but I'm gonna just say, would you willing to take a bullet for your dream right now? If somebody said, Donaldo, I'm gonna give you a year. If your team don't do $1 million, I can kill you. I say, well, hell, let's go. Because I know we're gonna do it. It's already done. I believe that's strong. See, I'm willing to fight to the end of the road. See, my question to you, to what level will you go to see that dream come true? Or you gonna let somebody come along and steal you and they'll you what they think? They're gonna come and tell you what their feelings are. They're gonna tell you how they see it. And God ain't gave them the dream, He gave you the dream. But you're so willing to let somebody else tell you what you deserve to have. Now,
Mr. Harris.
All y'all got your goals down. Put your hands up if you wrote your goals down. Put your hands up. Don't lie to me now. Because I'm a cop. Miss Lucas, you so went slow raising that hand. I'm messing with you, Christine. But listen, everybody got your goals down, right? So now let me ask the big question.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
before you leave, the goals and everything, mine is a little different. My 30-day goal, although I want to get back to writing 10,000 a month because I fell off of that. But my main goal, in all honesty and transparency, for the next 30, 60, and year, I'm working on myself because how I came to PowerHouse, I was invited, and I was invited under the impression that, you know, I was given a lot of accolade, you can do this, because of my history in being in insurance. Excuse my voice. And so, you know, at first I fought it. I said, no, I'm good, because I was already with a company. And the thing that made me leave the previous company was my mentor at that place wrote an application with my number without my knowing it. So I felt that that was such unethical behavior that, and when I called him on it, they literally fired me. And so I was done with insurance. I was so done, because I was like, if people are like this in insurance just to get $1, I don't want it anymore. And I came to love it because it was another opening for my ministry. In all honesty, my ministry to help people to, and then what happened to my sister-in-law, that she, you know, hemorrhaged to death all of a sudden. And it made me want to help other people to get their business in order. And I didn't even have mine in order at that time. I'll try to make this quick. And so when they fired me, I was going to try to find, you know, a job in customer service, because I'm good at that. I love people. I love meeting people. I love talking to them and all of the hoopla about that. So I've always been pretty good in sales. But then I couldn't find a job quick enough. And so I called my mentor at that time. I called and said, you know what, I'm going to eat my words. I'm going to come on over. And then I heard you were here because, you know, I've been knowing you for a minute, for about 3 years, or heard at least of you, because I don't think you really knew me when we were at the other company before that. So anyway, I came on over feeling good, feeling great. And then things went sour. And so, and it was in December, and I said, you know what? I was about to quit then. I was about to quit. But it was at that point when I was no longer being spoken to, when I was no longer being treated as a team member. And this is just all straight up. It broke my heart in such a way that I said, I went into seclusion for a minute. But that's when God had a talk with me. And He let me know, I got you. It was then that I discovered my voice. It was then that I realized that, you know, no longer will I be just so congratulatory of others more than myself. And anybody who knows me knows that about me. I will celebrate other people way before myself. And it was during the times when I wasn't being coached, I wasn't being mentored. that I fell into a place of prayer and I was like, God, I need you to show me, because my love for this business didn't change. It was because of what you mentioned earlier, Mr. Harris. You know, everybody's different. We all have different personalities and all of that. And that's fine. That's totally fine. But I came in with the impression that I mattered. I came in with the impression that I would be a source of strength. I came in with the impression that I could be a blessing to not just to everybody, really. A source of strength, meaning encouragement. You know, I remember pulling people in a room by myself when I saw that they were upset and they weren't even on my team. They weren't even a part of me. And I would encourage them. And so I made up in my mind in April, and I kept getting bad news on top of bad news, in my opinion, bad news. And I kept saying, you will not quit. You will not quit this time, because like Miss Ashley, I always quit when things got rough, when things got tough, when people started disliking me or whatever the case is. No matter how much good I tried to do, something would always happen that made people turn on me. And I made up in my mind, I'm not quitting this time, because I'll be quitting on myself. And I will not let anybody else make me quit. So my goals, 30, 60, and a year, is to work on remembering me, to do this for me, to improve me, to be more confident in me, to be honestly celebratory of me, in spite of how it feels, in spite of how it looks. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. I may not be explaining it correctly, but my 30-day goal is to try to get back to that 10. But even in that, I've been so discouraged until I just lost my drive. I lost my drive. And now I want my drive back. Now that all of the things, all of the roof is falling in and I see everything crashed out. And I said, okay, now I can see. So what I want to do is clean that up, move away from that, and focus on being the best me that I can be. And I feel like you may not understand my goal, but I do, because the mere fact that I'm here on this meeting may not mean a lot to a lot of people, but it means much to me to even try to come. And I'm even not feeling well. I'm not trying to give you a sad story. It's the truth. The fact that I will not give up on me this time, because I know I can do this. I may have some challenges in learning some things and trying to get back to the basics. That's what my goal is, to get back to the basics. But this time, what makes it different is the fact I'm not dependent on anyone else to celebrate me. I'm not depending on anyone else to say you did a good job. It's nice to hear, but that's not my dependency now, because I depended on that at the beginning and it broke me. And it hurt me to my heart when it stopped. As long as I was being pleasurable to whoever, then, you know, all the accolades were coming. I don't mean to bring a damper on this, but you said we wanted to talk, so let's talk about it. My thing is, I want to be the best me now. Hold on. Thing below. I want to be the best me, because I know that when I get stronger, when I'm better at moving forward, when you know the praises or the energy is not coming my way to keep moving, or the encouragement to keep moving, I want to be so past that, that if I don't get it, and I've already started living that. I've already started living that, to be honest. And I'm so proud of myself that I did not, in the other companies, I let people make me leave, but not this time. And the only thing that would make me quit is me. If I really see that I can't do what I need to do in ignorance, because there's some things I still don't know, but I'm also, you know, not really understanding a lot of things. I'll put it that way. Whether I get that or not, I'm going to try to figure it out. I'm going to try to figure out a way. And I'm not telling or endorsing anyone to do this on your own, because you can't. You really can't. but I think my skill set has helped me a whole lot over the years of doing insurance. But I do want to be the best me, be more engaged. That's all I want to say. I'm working on me right now.
All right. I mean, let me say this up front. It's, that's not a bad thing, because let me tell you the truth about all of this. The one thing I learned, and if anybody knows me, I told my daughter this, maybe it has to be 4, 5, 6 months ago. The best love I have is when I started loving me, when I fell in love with me. And I think that's the biggest thing with a lot of people. We sit around and look for, that's why I said when God gives you a vision, he ain't give it to everybody else. So somebody telling me who I am not and what I can't do and I'm not talking person to you, I'm talking to everybody since you brought it up. I'm not here to be celebrated by them. It's one person I'm looking to be celebrated by. His name is Jesus in my book. Let me help y'all understand that. I don't need applause from none of y'all. If it comes, it comes. Because he gave me a vision. And when he gives you a vision, there's going to be hatred. Then there's going to be self-opposed. There's going to be a lot of things. And if you don't expect that, you in the wrong world. Because you cannot leave anything. I don't care who you are. They're going to be attacks on you. They're going to be attacks on your name. They're going to be attacks on anything to become successful. So that's why I don't look for applause from no. It's me and God's relationship. That's the man. I can, and my wife and everybody know, I can right now go move somewhere and stay by myself for a whole year and be in love. Because I love me some me. I love me some me now. And once I realized that, see, what I'm teaching y'all is nothing that, who can answer this? I tell y'all, it's the Bible first. What's the second next thing for me?
Yourself.
No, it's something that I like right after the Bible. What is that? It's called the self-confidence formula. Because I realize most of y'all struggle because you ain't got no self-confidence. You ain't learned to love you. We waiting for people to applaud. I'm not waiting to stand nowhere for nobody, because you might not like Donaldo, and I'm okay with that. But God gave me a vision. Everybody ain't gonna applaud me. I gotta understand that I know that I have the ability because of the Holy Spirit, not because of me. I gotta know, do I spend time seeking my dreams? Do I spend time I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all, that's the biggest issue. You don't have self-confidence. You ain't learned to love you. Because how you gonna transfer something great from you to me if you don't love me? You love you. It's hard to love something else if you don't love you. Because then you giving me fakeness. You giving me false. You giving me the wrong things. See, one thing I know about him, nothing changes with him. He ain't gonna be today, applaud me, and tomorrow talking with the same tongue he praised, the person praised you there. I ain't gotta worry about that no more. Because I know he gonna give it every time. He gonna say, son, come talk to me. But he gonna give me a whooping too, to correct me, to help me. That's why I keep that relationship strong. The rest of it is a plus. So my question, and even in all these goals, as I go into the next part, here's the thing that Sheena says it all the time, and it kind of makes me, today was like that day. This really what made me do this. Every one of y'all had a goals, even down to Miss Jenny. Jenny got a goal to better herself, right? So here's my question. Do you know what it takes to get to that goal? Because you can write all this stuff down. Oh, I want to do 10,000. I want to love myself more. I want to get to this. Do you even understand what it takes, the process it takes to get to that situation? I don't care what the goal is. Loving yourself. What book should you be reading? Let me give you one. Joyce Meyer's Battlefield of the Mind. Start right there. Do you know what it takes to get to the next levels? Do you even have any idea what it takes? See, we going after goals and we don't even know what it takes. And that's where you end up quitting at. That's why so many people quit. You say, oh, it's the financial side. And please, again, don't take nothing personal. I'm teaching. You say it's the financial thing. The reason I'm gonna have to quit because it's the money ain't coming. But you don't even understand what it takes. Okay, you got to go to 10,000 AP. Tell me how many leads you got to take, how many calls you have to make to get to 10,000. Because I heard somebody say today, oh, just talking to a leader, they said somebody said that whatever happened. I don't want to get because then they'll know it. Somebody said, oh, I'm done with my budget for today. I said, huh? How do you get to your goal when you tell me you done? How do you know what it takes to get to your goal? Like, come on, y'all, really follow me right now. I'm gonna tell y'all how I talk to everybody else. Come with me up here in the spiritual world. Get out the physical world. See, in the physical world, 1 + 1 = 2. In the spiritual world, 1 + 1, we do multiplication up here. 1 × 1 = 1,000,000. I need y'all to really think. How can you tell me how you're going to get somewhere if you don't know the roadmap to get there? Stop telling me you going to Orlando and you won't have a clue how to get to Orlando. How you going to get there? And this is why most people quit. You come up here with these false dreams, these false goals, this false everything, and then when it falsely don't come, you quit and you don't even know why you quit. Because I hear it all the time. People say, oh, I want to do 10,000. I want to do 40. And against you, Rob said, I want to do 40,000 AP. Okay, tell me how many leads it takes to do 40,000 AP. Oh, I don't know. I just know I want to do it. So how the hell are you going to get there if you don't know how to get there? And this is the problem in this organization. I'm trying to teach you so you never have issues anymore. Stop saying you want something if you don't know how to get there. You're giving false expectations. And when you give false expectations, that's why you have so much disappointment in your life. I can break that down in relationships. Oh, I think he's going to do this. But if you ain't never tell him what you expect out of him, how in the heck you think he's going to do it? You got false expectations. That's why relationships don't last either, because there's so much false expectation. You thinking in your mind what somebody is supposed to think. Don't nobody read brains around here. When you do, call me. Let me know that you read so I can go play the lottery and we can get rich together. I promise you, I won't tell nobody you gave me the numbers. But you giving false expectations, and that's why you have so much disappointment in your life, because you have no clue where you're going. Let's think about it. So you tell me I got a budget of $300 for the month. I said, okay. And as you say, I want to do 10,000. And then what if I come back and say, oh, no, it's going to take 7,000, 700. No, listen, slow up. I want to do 10,000 deposit in my bank account this month. And I said, well, how many leads you going to buy? You said 40, where my budget say I can only spend $3,000. So what happens when I come back and say you got to spend 7,000 to make 10,000? What you gonna do? Oh, I only have 4, 3. So you're not willing to spend 7 to get to 10? If you don't know how you gonna get there. And this is where the biggest problem at. Your leaders ask you every week. You think somebody got time to just keep asking you for stuff because they ain't got nothing else to do? Dude, come on, y'all. They ask you to do a sheet every week on how many calls, how many leads, and you don't even want to send that. Then you say, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to just take live transfers and I want to make $10,000 this month. And I asked somebody this before. I said, how many transfers you get this week? Oh, I got 3. So, okay, so if you take 3 a week times 4 weeks, that's 12. If you sold every one of them, would you even make $10,000? Probably not. That means you got to be at 100% closing rate. And I don't know nobody on this screen got 100% closing rate. So how you going to get to a goal if you don't know how to get there? Help me. Damn, let me show you something. I think I'll be joking. Oh, let me take this background off. Oh, choose background. None. How am I get to 1 million? There you go. Phase 1, 400. McNair, 200. New Life, 200. Fortified, 100. AJR, $1 million. I know how I'm going to get there. Do you know how you going to get there? And I ain't saying that's going to be right. Hell, Phase 1 might do 800. But I got some type of plan on how I'm going to get to where I'm going. What's your plan? Or you just shooting in the air and you wonder why you quit? Are you a CEO or you an employee? You know, when CEOs start, they write a plan out. But they got to go to the bank and show a plan on why they want the money from this bank on how to get there. Employees just show up on work on Monday talking about, man, I hope I get paid this Friday. That's what employees do. Employees think totally different. CEOs can have a plan. You don't have a plan on how you're going to get to your goal, and you wonder why your goals ain't happening. But here's the other part that I want to say. How many conversations have you had with your mentor? Let me help you understand what the word mentor means. It's not the person that recruited you. It's not the person that brought you into business. Mentor means the person that I'm touring through their life so I don't make the same mistakes. Because some of y'all keep saying, oh, this is my mentor. This is my business. Now, let me ask you the question. Do you even know? Do you really know what your mentor story is? Because y'all said I can talk true to y'all. I ain't going to ask it. Can you repeat your mentor story from front to back? Do you know the struggles your mentor went through? Mentor means I'm touring through somebody else's life so I don't make the same mistakes. Y'all use that word so loosely and don't know what the crap it means. But you want $10,000. You don't know what your mentor went through to get to the $10,000. For some of you, you think they just showed up with the silver spoon in their mouth. For some of y'all just think Donaldo, Keith and Sheena, and Rachel Boatwright, I'm gonna use those three, just showed up with a silver spoon. They ain't had to go through nothing. But I go back to my question. You want $10,000 a month. Do you even know what it takes to get to $10,000 a month? How many leads do you have? You keep telling me you got a budget. Your budget only allows for you to earn $4,000 a month. So how you gonna keep telling me $10,000 if your budget ain't even set to earn $10,000 a month? Oh, I want a team that's doing $300,000. How many people do you work with every night from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock working on their presentation to help them learn how to present to get better, but you want a $300,000 team? How much money you spending on recruiting? Oh, I'm gonna get the 300,000. I'm gonna just hope and pray that people show up. I know for a fact, damn it, 100%. Sheena Adams has been through thousands of people who have failed. I want y'all to write this number down. Write it down because you got your notebooks out. 92% of the people that sign up for insurance are going to quit. 92% of the people that sign up on them contracts are going to quit. So that means only 8%. So really what I'm telling you, for every 10 recruits that you have, only one gonna stay around. So now I have a question. You want 300,000. How many recruits you had this month? Oh, I got 7 people on my team and ain't nobody doing nothing. You ain't even got the 10 to get the one first. I'm trying to help y'all because this is where I think the biggest failure of this business is. So many people just write down what they hear and what sounds good, but don't have no action plan whatsoever. If I told you, bring me your action plan and I'll give you 10 grand, half of you couldn't even bring me the action plan. I'm being honest, but here's the other part. Even when you have your action plan, I've taught on this several times. I talk to David Price all the time. My business partners, we used to talk all the time. It wasn't no sometimes, some maybes, no every now and then. We talked 3 to 4 times every day because I had to have a vision of where I'm going. I'm not talking to people who are not going where I'm not going. because my vision is bigger than most people that's around me. I'm not going to have, don't take this, I'm not going to have a conversation with people in my house. Not going to have a conversation with my sisters. They're not going where I'm going. So who are you talking to? It does not mean that they're better than you. It does not mean that their words supersede God's word. They just have something that you desire. So if you have never made $10,000 a month, how are you going to get to $10,000 a month if nobody's showing you how to get to $10,000 a month? I never understood that. I'll say this publicly. I don't think David Price better than me. I don't think David Price smarter than me. He has something that I desire, so I'm willing to listen to him because he's been somewhere I've never been. I've never made $150,000 in a month cash. He has. So why I'm not listening to him? And I can't go to him and ask him, write this down. I can't go ask David, tell me what to do, and then I don't want to do it. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I had an old mentor at the last company. So he would call me and me and him would talk. He said, look, Donaldo, man, I need you to buy 50 signs and put them out on the side of the road. I'm like, man, shit. I ain't put no damn signs out on the side of the road. I'm just being honest. I didn't want to do it. I wanted it in my, and I remember calling him one day and I said, hey, I'm going to just be straight with you, man. I don't want to waste your, this is who I am. I don't want to waste your time no more. He was like, what you mean? I said, because you keep telling me to put signs out, bro, and I'm not going to go put no signs on the side of the road. So instead of you wasting your time on talking to me, take that and give it to somebody else because I'm not ready for really where I'm saying I'm trying to go. Because if you told me to put signs on the side of the damn road and it costs $300 and I should go take $300 to do it because you got what I already want. I can't come tell you, nah, man, I don't want to put no signs out there. I want to put purple signs. He told me to put red signs on the side of the road. Now I want to tell him, nah, man, I need to do it two-sided. I want to do it. And I ain't never made what he made, but I'm going to tell him how to do it. So he'll say, this is what he'll say, all right, so you got your plan. So how you going to do it? How many people you expect to get from it? And I'm like, well, I don't know. So how am I going to get there if I don't know? I'm telling y'all, this the meat and bones of this business. So many of y'all have dreams and goals, and you don't even have a clue on how to get there. You say, I want to get to the next promotion. Let's say the next promotion is 10,000. You know how many leads you need to take to get to 10,000? Do you even know your ratio? Write that. You need to write that down. Do I know what my ratio is? How many leads do I need to take before I make a sale? So let's say my ratio is 1 out of 6. And for every 6 leads I take, I make a sale. And let's say out of every sale, I make $500. So to make $2,000, how many leads do I have to take? Come on, math people. If I take 6, and every 6 I get 1, and for the 1 sale I make $500, how many leads do I need to buy to make $2,000? Well, let me 24.
18.
24. I gotta buy 6. I gotta buy 4 sets for 6. So if I buy 6, I get 1 sale for 500. I buy another 6, I get another 500. I buy another 6. I gotta buy 24 leads in order to make $2,000. Do y'all know that your number? Because it amazes me when I hear people say, oh, I'm just taking transfers. I say, okay, no problem. You taking transfers. Let's get it. Let's rock it. How much money you trying to make? $10,000. I said, okay, what's your ratio? Oh, I don't know. How many leads you getting today? 3. Okay, so even if you closed all 3, 5, 5, 5, that's what? That's 1,500. Are you gonna make the money? You don't even know. But you say you gotta go. And then you ain't talking to nobody who's already been there. Why would, if I have a mentor at my disposal that I can talk to figure out how to get to this place, why would I not talk to them? Oh yeah, this is what I hear. And yeah, I didn't want to call you Donaldo because I know you're so busy. Who the hell told you I was busy? You making it up in your head. That's your excuse to get, you know what that really is? Your excuse to run away. Because what you is, here's the other word I want y'all to write on your paper. It's called accountability. Ooh, that's just scared some of y'all, because that's what most of y'all scared of, to be accountable to somebody. Because I don't like listening to anybody telling me what to do. Yeah. But you want your kids to listen to you. Oh, yeah, you got to knock your kid in the head because they got a C on their test and they did this wrong, or they got in trouble at school and they ain't do this. But then when you turn around and they say, and I need you to listen to everything your teacher tell you and follow directions, da 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 da. And then they say, hey, mom or dad, have you listened to your leader, what they told you to do? Oh, okay, I got it. Do as I say, not do as I do. That's the kind of house you have. You want them to be accountable, and you was a C student, now, but you want them to make A's. Come on, people. I'm from education. That used to bother me. Parents come up there, want to holler and scream at their kids, and I sit the parent in the room, and I just sit down and say, hey, Miss Jones, how you doing today? Hey, when you was in high school, what's your GPA? Well, I was like a C student. So why the heck you trying to make your kids be an A student and you ain't in no damn A student? And you ain't living the life to make it better for them. Now your kid go to school and get all A's, and then they say, Mom or Dad, can I have a PlayStation? No, you don't need all that. No, what you're saying is I can't afford it because I ain't do what I was supposed to do to make sure you have it. But my question is, do you know how to get to your goals? I asked y'all to give me your goals. Do you know how to get to your 30-day goal? Do you know exactly how many leads you need because of your ratio? Probably not. Do you not? Everybody keeps saying I want to make $100,000. Do you know that's $8,333.33 a month? So if you know it's $8,333.33 a month, how many leads do you need to take with your ratio to make $8,333 or something a month? Do you know? Have you talked to your mentor about it? Well, yeah, I'm gonna talk to my mentor once a week because, I ain't got time. I got to go do this, do this. And then we blame everybody else. Ain't making enough money because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. The system works. We see people doing it. And here's the other part. Let me throw that in. You want to show up for 3 hours a day. I'm all in. I'm all in. And when I turn this freaking thing on every morning, it's only 25 of y'all up here, but you all in. But you want to make 10. Please, we have a conversation. Y'all can talk with me. How is it that you can go work for somebody for $20 an hour and you'll sit there at their job for 8 to 9 hours every day on $20 an hour and you won't make nowhere near 10 grand a month, but you come over here and want to make 10 grand a month, you won't even sit here for 3 hours. Help me with, where's your philosophy? Tell me where the philosophy at.
That's ludicrous.
No, it can't be ludicrous. You know why? Because people do it every day and expect it to happen. But you see Rachel Boatwright up here all day, Jaleesa up here, Rodney and Key, all the top earners up here all day, but you ain't up here all day, but you want what they want. I never understood that. But my major point is your belief. But do you even know how to get to your goal? Do you know how to get, do you talk to your man? You should at least text or talk to your manager every day until you get where you're trying to go. Then when I meet my manager where I get to that point, then I'm gonna find some up there. And my mentor ain't got to be nobody to sit nowhere in my direct line, nowhere. So don't, you know what it's like a parent. Don't take this personally. You know what I had to learn? God, thank you so much for my parents for getting me here, but I don't need to talk to my parents to go where I'm going because my parents has never been where I'm going. I can't go ask my mother how to make 20 grand of money. She ain't never been there. She might have some wisdom and knowledge, but if she's never been somewhere, how's she gonna show me? So my mentor might be the lady at the church or man at the church or somebody else that's showing me how to do it. They brought me into this world. I love them for it, but that don't mean them the people that I got to be my mentor. Because here's the thing I learned. When I learned to love me, I don't really, no, don't take the, I don't care who brought me in this business. They brought me in. They gonna get their money, but I ain't got to talk to them. I ain't never got to talk to them. Ever again, thank you for bringing me here. Now let me go seek and do what God has told me to do. Because it might just been your job to bring, it might been their job just to bring you here. It ain't their job to do the increasing. Any of y'all who's spiritual, God says he'll do, you do the plant, you might not supposed to do the watering. It might not be the job of your mentor to do the watering. It was your mentor to just bring you here. But my question is, why are you not talking to somebody every day if you have all these big goals and plans? Now, here's the part. When we talk about, there's a video that I think all of y'all need to go back to the basics, because I even had to go back to the, it's called The Power of Belief. This is why also a lot of you are not making it. First off, you should be, everyone on this screen, even me, y'all should be watching the self-confidence form video at least 3 to 5 times a week. Because we all go in and out of self-confidence. None of us have it right. Until you can, here was my lesson. Until you're able to teach the self-confidence formula, you need to listen to it every day. Don't tell me you heard enough. The Bible been around forever and you don't know the whole Bible. It's in the back of our yeah, it's on YouTube. No, this one ain't on YouTube. The self-confidence formula should be in the back of PowerHouse University. And if it's not, send me your email and I'll send it to you. But here's my thing I'm asking though. The power of belief talks about your environment. What does your environment say? Look at Rachel Boatwright's environment. It has trophies, it has celebration, it has this, it has goals. I've seen Jaleisha's before, Sheena's I know have it. What does your environment say in your house? What's your environment say? If I came in your house today, would I know your goals and dreams? If I told you stand outside and let me walk in your house, would I know your goals and dreams? So how you gonna believe if you ain't got nothing around to keep reminding you of how to do it? The second thing to talk about is people. What people am I allowing to speak into my life? Am I getting with the people who say, oh, this don't work, these prices too high, they done raised the lease again, this company don't make no sense? Who am I listening to? What people am I around? Because I don't know nobody, I don't know. If you know somebody, call me and let me know. I don't know nobody who's successful by themselves. Even a golfer has a caddy. But the most important thing is, who are you allowing to speak to you, the people? This is how your belief level goes. It's your environment. It's the people around you. Do you even have a library? If I told you pull up on your phone, do you even have an Audible account? So what is the third one is information. And I love the way my mentor broke it down. He says information, information. Whatever's going in is going to form you into the person that you are. What are you listening to every day? I was trying to think of this crazy song I heard one day. I turned the radio on. Say, somebody, you are my boy, whatever that means. I can't even get the riddle. But what you listening to? What's forming you? You know why so many kids killing each other in our city? Because the songs they're listening to that's forming the things in their head that tell them go shoot kids. You know why so many young men are disrespecting women? Because they listening to these songs calling women bees and dee. You know why so many? It's what you listening to. What are you putting in your mind that's forming you? Here's the greatest one of them. It says about life experiences. You know why you can't believe nothing? Because you've never experienced it. You've never seen it. I'll be the first to speak. I remember when I came, and I was like, yeah, man, you know, such and such making $1 million. I'm like, man, go ahead with this mess. Ain't nobody making no darn $1 million. Because you know why the truth is? I ain't never seen their bank account. Because people can say what they want to say. You know how the internet tell you anything. People on the internet is anybody. You can go stand beside a Rolls Royce and take a picture on the internet and put up there, and you'd be like, yo, Donaldo Ballin, he got a Rolls Royce. You don't know if it's true or not, because people on the internet tell you anything. People can tell you, oh man, I'm making 6 figures. You can't believe it because you've never done it. You know what the difference with me? When Sheena was looking at this company and I was playing this silent person, and David Price said, oh man, I made 7. I said, Sheena, tell him to send us a copy of his 1099. Because I ain't want to believe what the heck he was saying. And Sheena said, huh? I said, yeah, I want to make sure this man real. And the one thing I love about David Price, when he tell you something, he ain't gonna give you no, I made 790,000. He gonna tell you I made 778,420 in a penny. And he sent it over. When I took a look at it, you know what it did? It increased my belief level. So I asked the question. Hey, all y'all got mentors up here, don't you? How you even know what your mentor is, what they tell you they make is true? Shit. And my leaders probably said, damn, Donaldo, don't be putting that shit out there. How you know if what they make is even true? You can't believe it if you don't see it. You know how I believe $1 million? David said, I'm like, David, go ahead with that, man. Let me see your bank account. So he shared his screen and he showed me deposits. And it made me believe more. Because here's the other part that y'all have problems with. You don't take none of this personal. You saying, yeah, man, all that stuff ain't important. Man, I would never buy $100,000. I would never ever in my life buy $100,000 car. That don't make no sense. That's the dumbest thing in the world. Why would you spend $100,000 on a car? Why would you go buy $500,000? Don't nobody need all that house, you know. And don't take it. You know why you say that? Because you can't afford it. I used to say this. Me and my wife used to say the same thing. We couldn't afford it. We couldn't afford it. So why am I going to say this? Yeah, we don't need that. Man, this be dumb as ever to buy $100,000 hot car. Man, nobody spend no $100,000. I dare you go sit in that Rolls Royce and then tell me you wouldn't buy it. You telling me, man, when I sat in that thing, oh my God, that thing felt good. I was like, geez. Because why can't I have the best if my father is the highest praised person on this earth? My father owns the riches of this world. Why can't I have the best of this world? I don't have to drive around in nothing against Hondas. I don't have to drive around in that. If my father says he's my father, why? Can you imagine your father being the richest person in your state and you the poorest person? What kind of father would that be? I am so deserving of everything he gives me. You know why? Because it ain't the material things that make me. It don't make me. You know what it helps me do? Let me help you with tell you what your job is. I'm probably going a little spiritual, but let me help you. Your job is to draw man unto him. So if God needs to give me a Rolls Royce to take that little young boy off the street till he don't have sell drugs no more, give it to me. If he need to put me in a 10,000 square foot home to draw more people to know who God is, give it to me, because the house don't make me. The car don't make me. I'll let the little boy drive the Rolls Royce. But I know I need to do what I need to do to draw men unto him. Because what's the difference than the drug dealer? The drug dealer been drawing our kids forever from the chains, the gold diamonds, and all this. And you ain't said nothing about the drug dealer drawing your kids. So why wouldn't you do what you need to draw whoever you need to draw? Because whether you realize or not, ministry costs money. Oh no, we don't need to do that. But then the lights, it's cold in here, it's hot in here. I need every one of you. I'm telling you now. Because I need to hear the story. I want you today, pull up Zillow and find houses in your area that you know you can't afford. You know you can't afford. You know how I know it worked? Because God did it for me. I got a thing over here right now that says, I'm so happy and grateful now that Donaldo and the kids have purchased the home of their dreams that had all that we desire at a price that only God can make possible. I didn't believe, at first, I'm like, man, I can't stay in those houses. But God said, who you think that's a lot? That's nothing. Because now when you walk through the house, you start to feel your presence. And how do you get your belief level? Words, images, and emotions. That's the problem with a lot of y'all goals. There are no emotions involved in your goal, and that's why you don't achieve them. That's why I asked you all them questions. I set you up. I don't hear no emotions in you. See, when I talk about sitting in that darn floor and felt the pressure of not having enough money, that feeling still bother me. My family, my son the other day, he said, Dad, man, you still work on? I said, yeah, because I don't want the emotions of feeling like what I can't afford to pay for. That scares me to go to it, like, you don't know how it makes me feel. See, I know what roaches look like. I know what those things live like to live when you can't afford something. I don't want that feeling of again. So I will bust that emotion comes upon your dreams don't even make you emotional and you wonder why you don't have them. Oh, well, I just want to do this. There's no emotions involved. You don't have any words. Why words ain't written? You become what you think about. I got the self-confidence formula here. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I got the six-figure plan drawn out. Matter of fact, let me show you here. See, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all emotions ain't strong enough and you wonder why things are not happening. There's no emotions involved in what you're saying. I got a six-figure thing right there. That if you're on a 90%, 300 weekly, $82 policy minus legacy, you get $78 times this, that's 932.80. My camera off. Oh Lord, let me get it back. Let me get it back. I don't know what I did. Oh, there you go. Don't worry about it. You're gonna see it. There it is. Do you see that? Can y'all see it? Can you see it? Y'all can't see me?
We can
Yes,
see something.
yes, we can see it
The
now. We
wall.
can see it.
See it on the board.
328 weekly is $82 policy minus the legacy means 78 times 12, 936 minus the fee. That's $899. I'm on a 90% contract. I get 60% advance. I need to do 4 days weekly, and I multiply money deposit times 52 weeks. See, I know I write it out how I'm gonna get where I'm going. Those emotions bother me. Some of y'all, you just like Brownie sitting on the darn porch. You sitting on a nail and you gonna keep howling. Whoo, whoo. You ain't gonna move because it don't hurt enough. It don't hurt enough in you. It don't hurt you to tell your kids you can't afford it. You just say it lightly because that's what you've been trained to do all your life because your parents couldn't afford it. So you say you can't afford it and you keep passing it down from generation to generation to when are you going to break the curse? When are you going to break the curse in your family? Stop accepting poor. See, poor people keep hanging, and poor don't mean just financially. It means poor in your ways of doing your thinking, your processing, your philosophy. Your philosophies have you where you are today. Some of y'all, you so worried, man, I went through 40 leads. I don't care if I got to go through 6,000 to change my family. I'm going. Until they tell me I can't get no more, I'm going. If I got to go knock on the doors and live, my dreams are too big not to have what I desire to have. Y'all ain't got no emotions. You ain't got nothing written down. You ain't had a darn. Let me show you something. You ain't even got the comp plan on your wall, but you talking about you going to the next level. Come on, y'all. Oh, who you fooling? You fooling yourself. You ain't even got the comp plan on your wall. But you want to go to 120%, and if I say how you get to 120%, you don't even know. Where's the emotions that drive you? That say, I ain't going to hang out with nobody. No, Mom, I can't take you right now. I'll buy you a lift to go. I got to sit here. I got the chance to make $800 a day. So when my kids go out to eat, I ain't got to say, nah. You can just get that. Matter of fact, y'all going to split the chicken fingers. But your kid going to school every day, busting their tail, bringing home A's, but they got to split chicken fingers because you too lazy. And you keep changing your goals. Stop changing your goals. You only change them because you too lazy to do what you're supposed to do. I'm sorry, get mad at me. Don't ever come back. I'm tired of y'all not going after what God has told you you can have. I'm no different than you. Sheena's no different than you. Keith's no different than you. Rachel Boatwright's no different. They put their pants on the same way you do. They just believe. They have lost some things. Everybody's story don't have to be that you lost something. But too much is given, much is required. And stop thinking you're going to get to the promised land without going through the things you need to do. Stop thinking just because you're upset today and somebody pissed you off. So what? They're going to piss you off on the job. They've been pissing you off on that job all your life. But you showed up at rainy nights, cold days. You left your kids with your mama. You left your kids with anybody that would take them. But you making excuses on why you can't have it? You know why? Because you don't have a plan written out. If you don't see yourself as the person in your mind, there's no way you're going to ever get there. Come on, man. Today I just felt this. Every one of you should have the self-confidence formula. Because I go through it. And some days I'm like, man, the heck with this business. And I say, I'm going to be a manager at Walmart. And I say, you lost your damn mind, man. Get your tail back on the screen. We all go through it. But if I don't have something to fill my mind when I'm going through those moments, how can I change who I am? Most of y'all ain't watched the video on how to even open a sale. You ain't even read the script. You ain't even looked at the videos, but you want to be successful. Come on, tell me how you gonna do it. You might as well go play the lottery. Keep playing the lottery and hoping and wishing. And that's why most of them end up broke, because they haven't grown to the level of the money that they receive. CEO or an employee? Tell me how your business look. Tell me how your business look. Tell me how you. So if you had to right now, as the CEO of your business, they say, look, can't nobody help you no more. You got to do it all your own. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? How you gonna grow a team? How many employees you gonna need to make it to that level? How am I gonna sell? How am I gonna sell and build a team? It's a lot. Too much is given, much is required. Yeah, think about the NFL player right now. They out there in 100 degrees, 100-degree weather, running up and down the field. Their kids somewhere, they don't even know, probably at home in another state or wherever. They running up and down. They ain't getting the chance to go to all the games and go to all the bar mitzvahs, to go to all the parent-teacher meetings. You know why they doing that? So one day, when their child is ready to go to college, they don't have to say, baby, we can't afford it. I'll sacrifice now so that we can live like others don't live later on. Well, Mr. Harris, I don't want to miss any of my kid thing. Damn it, I can speak from that. I remember when I went to my dad in college and I bust my tail staying out of the street. And I said, Dad, I want to go to school. And in my second year, and my dad said, we can't afford it. That hurt me, and it still hurts me to this day. And I said, that's why I work the emotions again. That's why I work. So when my child get ready to go to school, we ain't got to say we can't afford it. It's a matter of where you want to go. Because I was a good kid. Ain't get in trouble, ain't do nothing. And I did everything you asked me to do. So when it came time, you telling me no? It drove me, and it drove me to the streets because that looks more attractive. So you can't give it to me, I'm gonna go find it from somewhere else. And some of you men, if you can't give it to us, somebody else gonna go find it. You better stop lying. This business can change your life. But what are you giving to it? You give part 30%, you're gonna get 30%. I don't need, again, don't take, it's too much information. Let me tell you, when me and Sheena talked about building this website, we said, let's build this website to the point that if we ain't never talked to an agent a day in our life, they will be able to survive if they just went through every video and everything in the back of that website. If they watch every video that I listed in all the required videos to watch, if they watched all these videos, went through all your objections, went through the script training, if they did all of that and never talked to anybody, they can be successful. I dare one of y'all to raise your hand and tell me you've been through every video, you watched every video on the thing, from the Power of Belief, from the 4 Bases of Success, from all, you watched every video. I'm telling you, how do you expect to change if you ain't willing to do what it takes to change? Because I can assure you, back to my riddle, what's your gift? You ain't even walking in your gift. You might not be the top salesperson. Let me tell y'all something. If you understand numbers, you do not even have to be in the top 20 in this company. And you can live the rest of your life $10,000 plus or more. You got to be consistent. Great example. Last year, Shingai won #1. She was the #1 agent at Senior Life. Guess how many months she was #1 as the top agent? Once. The whole year, she was only the #1 agent one time, and I think it was December. She was only the #1 agent one time, but she was the top producer because she was consistent. Are you consistent? Are you a CEO or are you working like an employee? Do your dreams make you really emotional? You told me why you came here. You told me why you ain't gonna quit. You told me you got goals written. But do you really believe them? Do you really work like you believe your goals have happened? Or you trying to fool everybody? Because you can lie all day to your mentor, but the one person you can't lie to is you. You can't lie to yourself. You know you ain't doing it. That's why you don't talk up and say nothing. Because you hoping that you can stay in the background and don't nobody bother you. I learned that trick a long time ago when I was in school. If you sit in the back and don't say nothing, and you be a good kid, the teacher won't call on you. That way you know you ain't do your homework anyway, so don't go in there and start talking. Just be quiet. That way we won't call you because you ain't got your homework done anyway. Do you have your homework done? I'm telling y'all, spend the next couple of days really defining how do you get to where you're trying to go. And if you don't know, reach out to your mentor and y'all sit down and work it out together. You need to know your ratio. Because man, this has not been easy. This has been a tough road for me. But I refuse to quit. And once I found David and ETA, man, my life changed. Because once I started building who I was, I could care less of anybody. Because you were not stopping me. You were not stopping. Because God told me it was going to happen, and I wrote it. Habakkuk 2:2 says, if I write it and I believe it, that even if it takes a long time, it's going to come. You ain't going to tell me it ain't going to happen. You ain't going to tell me it ain't going to happen. Everybody on this screen, I pray don't let you leave, but if if you did, it still won't happen. See, I have this thing in my heart and I believe it. When somebody leave me, God gonna replace it. Because I'm his favorite son. That's what I believe. I know some of y'all think y'all are, but I am. I'm his favorite child. He loves me. He has to see the vision. He knows that I live to make him please him. So why would he not give it to me so I can please him? See the relationship? Why you give your kids everything they want when they go do what they ask you to do? Because they represent you well. The kid that acting up, you don't go buy, well, some of y'all might do. You ain't going to buy him Jordans that he acting up, doing all the wrong things. You reward those who are doing the right things. And I just happen to be one of the people that do the right thing for them. I'm going to give like nobody else gives. I promise you. You can't beat his giving. You can't beat it. I try. I mean, I said plenty of times, God, I'm going to give this. I'm going to bless somebody, and I'm going to get you. And he say, okay, so check your mailbox, son. I'm like, dang, he beat me again. No, God, I'm going to beat you again. I'm gonna go in there this week, and I'm going to write a big tide check, and I'm writing, boom. And then this week, I make way more money. Like, dang, he said you can't beat his giving, no matter how hard you try. And giving to somebody said it. Jenny said it. When you came up here, see, I'm trying to teach y'all, listen to me. You were giving to other people. They want your money, but you were giving, and that's why you was getting the 10 grand, because you was giving. They won't connect it to you, but the more you give, he keep replenishing. And some of y'all blocking your blessings, because well, they ain't in my money line, and God just said, just give what I asked you to give, and I'll give you double for your troubles. He gave you an assignment. Are you going to follow the assignment? Man, I just want to see y'all win at the biggest level. Write your goals down. Get with your leaders and find out how you get there. That's why a lot of y'all quit. That's why a lot of you get to the point, well, I ain't making enough financially. Because you don't even know what you're supposed to be doing. You're hoping, wishing, and praying. How many people on the screen? 50. 50, 20% of 50 is 10. So 10 of y'all are listening to me. And 10 of y'all are going to take this and going to change your life. Because now you realize, oh, that's what I was missing. I don't talk to my mentor every week. I don't know how to get to this person, that place, or that place. I don't have a roadmap. I don't show up like I'm a CEO. I show up like I am a worker. Let me just enlighten all y'all to something. So one day we was just talking, we was sitting around, and I just kept looking, man, and I'm just like, man, we got to change the way around here, because the ladies was just killing us. The ladies was killing us. And I said, man, listen, I'm tired of showing up, even me. I said, Donalda, how you supposed to be the leader and you showed up in a damn t-shirt? See, I can't show you my success. We ain't in an office. We ain't in the office. See, if you was in the office, you can see my car, you can see that and see success. But I kept saying, man, you showing up and you in a t-shirt, but you the leader? I said, no, we're going to change something around here for these men. We're going to show up in a shirt and tie. Because when you show up in a shirt and tie, you tend to work and do something different. That's why I say the ladies was killing us. The ladies been doing this. They've been doing it. And I said, you know what? We got to change. Because when you dress well, you perform different. Some of y'all, I ain't telling you how to do what you do. Some of you just get up, don't even brush your teeth sometimes. I hope you brush your teeth, I'm just joking. But some of y'all just jump on these screens and y'all here and ain't took no thought in how you present yourself. Have you ever watched The Wolf of Wall Street? Have you ever watched any type of movie that deals with people working on phones from home in an office? They're always dressed. Because dressing makes you feel different in your mind. When you got on sweatpants, you just run out there. Yeah, let me run to the store. I don't care what nobody, I don't care how they look. When you put on that nice dress, them high heels, that hair to the back, oh, you can't tell you nothing. A little water on that thing. Oh, I gotta step over that. Don't let a man put on a shirt and tie. Jeez. They think they start walking bow leg and stuff. They think they handsome. They think they got, oh, it's a different feeling when you dressed up. You even talk different. Most of us. Some of y'all still, yeah. But most of us talk different, even when you dressed up. Because you know why? There's a level of expectation from you. I hope this helped y'all for real. Because the real truth about life, man, you don't have what you deserve because you are not believing that you deserve it. I'm telling y'all, man. I promise you. I don't really like her. Me and her cool. But one person that's always lived like that damn Sheena. I remember when Sheena Carr got possessed, repossessed. And she walked back in the office like ain't nothing happened. I'm sitting like, damn, don't you supposed to be upset, man? No, we got to make calls. And I'm sitting there like, I never understood. But if you ever been around her, she walks in a spirit that she's deserving. Because she kept seeing the person that she desired to be. Do you see yourself? Have you seen yourself as the person you desire to be? So if you was making $100,000 a month, would you give differently? Would you do things differently? See, everybody can say that. But let me tell y'all a video I sent my leaders. It was a tithing video, right? Lady walked up there. The man said, Pastor, here you go, sweetie. How many of y'all single moms in here? Gave her $10, 10 $1 bills. Gave it to her. He said, all I want you to do is give me $1 back. She said, I'll give you 3 or 4 or 5. He's like, nah. Just give me $1 what you owe God. She started to walk back. He said, ho, I forgot. Here go 10 $10 bills. Here's $100. He says, she's like, I give you, no. All I need you to do is give me what you're supposed to give me. He gave her a $10 bill. She gave it 10, she walked. He said, no, stop, I forgot. Here go 10 $20 bills. So gave her, said, I just want you to give me 120 back what you're supposed to give me. Then when he got to tell her to turn around again, he says, God wanted to see, were you going to be faithful over the 20s before I can give you 50s? Now, I hope you caught that. I can't give you 50s if you can't deal with 20s. Then he gave her the 50s. So give me one back. He says, here go 10 $100 bills. All I want you to be faithful. And all through the process, all he was saying is that I can't give you something that you're not ready to handle. Because I promise you, and this ain't bright, it's easy to write a check for $20. It's easy to write a check for $300. But with that checkbook, say $3,600, and you got to put that in there, that's a difference. Can you be faithful over what he's giving you now? Because he can't increase until you're faithful. So are you working your business like a CEO? Because I can't elevate you to the next level if you're not ready to handle it. Because now, if you say, I want to grow a team, and I bring you 10 agents, can you work with 10? Or you going to hurt their business? Can you handle one? Do you spend time with the one that you have? So I can give you 2 agents. When I give you 2 agents, can you work with them enough to get 3 agents? If I give you 2 sales, can you handle 3 sales? Are you going to take the money and put it back in your business? CEOs put money back in their business. CEOs don't go spend their whole check. Ask Rachel Boatwright. Rachel Boatwright said she ain't go shopping and do nothing for a long time. She had made over 100+ grand before she went and spent money anywhere. She put money back into her business. Stop asking for what you're not willing to do. So I just want to hear some outgoing stuff. What's going to change? I want to hear what's going to change in you. because I did all this talking. I want to, because it don't matter if it don't emotionally affect you and you don't leave. If you leave here and go back and do the same thing, that's on you. But if emotionally, you should leave here with a different mindset that I have to do something. I cannot be the same person tomorrow. Matter of fact, in the next 2 hours, matter of fact, before I go to sleep, I might just need to put on a Jim Rohn video. I might need to put the Power of Belief on. I might need to put something on to change what I'm normally doing. Don't go watch that TV show because they already rich. They already, yeah, I know. Whatever they do, what they say, recorded. I don't even know if they use recording. Whatever they do nowadays, you can watch that later. But what you doing for you to improve you? Matter of fact, here's another big question. When the last time you invested in yourself? What's the last conference you went to? What's the last course you took? What's the last anything you done for you to make you better? Or you hoping and praying that you get better? So I just want to hear from y'all so we can leave here. Matter of fact, Latoya, I don't know why you just right here, you got this look. What's going to be different?
What's going to be different with me is I'm now going
I can barely hear you. Your mic.
That's it. I'm gonna now act like a CEO instead of an employee. I'm putting the time in. So I'm changing what I have to do to be here more, to make more calls, to get on the university, to watch more videos, to watch more rebuttals. That way they come quickly. I don't have to sit and look at my page. If I practice it, then as soon as before they even finish the sentence, I have the rebuttal to where I'm going to respond with it. So investing in that time, the videos, and just to make sure that I study more.
Okay. What about your goals? How you going to deal with your goals?
I make sure that I usually always meet with Sheena, but now I'm gonna keep better track of my calls, track of my goals. Where am I at? Where am I looking at? What am I at for the week? Keeping track. That way, if I know, I'm not guessing, I'm not assuming, I know.
So what's your goal for the month? Let's go back to your goal for the month. What was your goal for 30 days?
For the 30 days, it's 1,000 a week.
Okay.
My 30-day goal.
So
my 6-month goal was 3,000 for the week.
Is cash or AP?
Cash.
Okay. So when I see you next week on Zoom, I'm gonna pull you to the side and I'm gonna say, Latoya, tell me how many leads you gotta take and what's your ratio to make $1,000 a week. I need you to know that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Jenny, what's gonna be different?
There are two Jennies on here. Which one?
From Texas, Sosa. You muted.
Change my mindset. Like you said, don't be the employee, be the CEO. Today was my first sale. So going forward, at least 1,000 a week, if not more. And it's not so much about the money, but it's helping people before they're going to need that help. It's what I feel. So I need to change my heart, my mind, and my soul. And just go forward, learn more.
Cool. Adrian, what's gonna be different?
Me?
What was that?
Okay. It's gonna be different. Definitely working on my belief and not giving up, because I think I was feeling very discouraged because I'm like not having success. And it seemed like everybody else is having success but me. So definitely working on my belief.
Okay.
And of course, putting in more activity and more time.
Cool. Ms. Austin.
Yes.
What's gonna be different?
Basically, like you said, direction. I had no goals or no direction with this. Um, so my main thing is to find out, if I do, if I want to do $1,000 a week, how can I get to that? Let me take it step by step, because that's where I'm at. I haven't even started with a goal. So that's what I want to do different, have a goal.
Okay. Anybody else want to tell me what's going to be different? Terry, what's going to be different, Terry Green?
Well, sitting here listening, to what everyone said, and it is all true. But what's going to be different for me is, and I talk to Rhea about it all the time. I probably said it out loud. It's more so my mindset. Would it be different for me is reading more because I do struggle with reading. I don't like to read. I say that all the time. So I did begin listening more to my audibles. But more different for me is more so the mindset. I'm not a person that gives up and I don't give up. It seems hard, and I'll say this, I quit every day, but I'll never quit, but I'll never quit on myself. Coming up, I never had an option. I never had a choice. I couldn't quit. So that's just in my blood, period, to quit. And I say to myself, if I can give 30 years to the state of Pennsylvania without a shadow of a doubt, getting up and showing up every day from 9 to 5, making sure I'm there, then I'm gonna get up and show up every day 9 to 5 to myself, and I do, because I'm not a quitter and I never quit. So for me, it's the mindset of having that 30 years of that employment mentality or that employee mentality to move it into that CEO mentality, and it's a process. So for me, it's just trusting the process, talking to my mentors more, and setting myself up more with self-development, because that's where it starts. Like I said, it always starts in the mind. And I tell my boys that all the time. So I always say to myself, if you're going to hold yourself accountable, then damn it, you better be accountable. If you're going to hold everybody else accountable, then damn it, you better be accountable. And excuse the French. So for me, it's that change in self-development.
Cool. Garrett Phillips, you there? Selena.
I go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
So for me, I'll be more proactive. Stop being lazy. I have start having a 7-figure appetite with a 4 or 5-figure work ethics. So to me, like you said, making that switch from employee mentality to a CEO. So be more proactive towards obtaining that and being more consistent with it and being disciplined.
Okay. Anybody else want to jump in?
I'll go. I will work on the self-confidence formula. I do have it printed, but it's not posted anywhere. So I'm gonna put it where I can read it every day.
Okay.
I'll go real quick, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
A few things that definitely I need to change for sure is, staying focused on the ending goal. Not worrying about where I'm at right now, but where I'm trying to go. And I also need to learn how to consistently embrace those character building days. Just because I didn't really do well one day doesn't mean the next day it's going to be the same. Just learn from my mistakes and move forward. And also being careful with the words that I say, things that I speak. Even if I'm just venting, I still need to be careful because, your tongue is very powerful. Also be more independent with my business, not try to focus, not trying to be let others do my business. or wait on someone to help me. Just go ahead and do it. If I need the job done, I have to do it and not just wait on someone. Also putting a little bit more energy into myself. Whether it's just, going somewhere to a nice dinner or something, celebrating the small wins and not just the huge wins. I do have trouble with that sometimes. And remembering, executing, the saying, excuses don't make deposits. Um, I, you know, if the lead didn't come through, or I didn't get a transfer, or things didn't work out the way I needed to work out, or if I'm feeling bad, it's just an excuse. And none of those excuses are going to put money in my bank account. So I definitely need to continue to change the way I think, change the way I handle adversity, and again, being grateful for every single day, whether I make a sale or not, I still have the opportunity to speak to these potential clients.
Love it. Love it. Anybody else?
I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yes.
So I would like to focus more on self-confidence, spending more time with Sheena, basically finding out exactly what I need to do to get where I need to be, and how to reach my goals. I sometimes feel a little, I guess, disencouraged, with myself. I am a hard worker, but I just feel like I'm falling a little short in what I know I can do. So I just need to believe more in myself. And I show up, but I just need to be there, a little bit more.
I love it. I'm gonna say something for the next person to go. Just remember this too. It may take somebody else, let's say 3 hours to accomplish a goal, but it might take you 6 hours. You're not racing against other people. Comparison is the biggest thief that can kill all of you. Know who you are, know your abilities. Just like with leads, it might take, let's say it takes you seven leads to make one sale. It might take somebody else only 5. But you still can beat them. I love what Jim Rome says. I'll beat you every time because I'll get more leads than you have eventually. But know who you are. You have to know your strength. You have to know your weaknesses. Don't compare. For me, when I first started, the guy, Fernando, I used to be around and all, like he had it and I didn't have it, but I had to work harder than he did to eventually catch up to that point. I had to put in more hours sometime than other people, but I still knew what I wanted and I was willing to pay the price. I was willing to really pay the price to see life differently. And a lot of us just got to be willing to pay the price. And I mean the real price. It ain't gonna be always rosy. There's been plenty of days I've laid in my bed and cried and said, why am I doing this? This is the dumbest thing ever. Why I want to keep doing this? But I said, why not? God, you said, respect a person. If that person is winning, I can win. And I just couldn't quit. I just refused. For once in my life, I wanted to say, I'm finally gonna finish something. I'm gonna stop quitting on everything and making excuses and blaming it on this person. Nah, because the leads are the same. I just think other people believe bigger than you believe when they take leads. I guarantee you, half of you don't even read the statement in the beginning that says, I'm so happy and grateful now that you might read it one time, but you don't read it over and over with confidence. In the self-confidence formula, It says right here, it says, I know through the theory of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek some expression through some particular means of obtaining objection or position I desire. All that means that whatever I keep speaking, God's going to send it out to people and they're going to start answering the phone because I believe it in my mind. The same leads that I had last week, but because I believe differently this week, people going to answer the phone. The same thing, my phone going to ring. Somebody going, matter of fact, I got a phone call yesterday. I never even answered numbers I don't know. I said, let me answer. The guy said, oh, this lady referred to me, want me to get into business because I've been asking God to expand my territory. So he says, if you keep asking me to expand it, I'm going to help you expand it. I got to seek it and put it out there. What are you putting out there? All right. Anybody else want to express before we leave?
I ain't got much to say. But I don't know. I really needed this today. Cause it's just something different about being around people that I can see and I can, get something from, and not only them holding me accountable, but me learning for myself that I gotta hold myself accountable for a lot of stuff that I haven't done, and a lot of stuff that I quit on, a lot of stuff that I, just I don't know, man. But today just all praise to the highest God, man. Just being able to, because I feel them emotions you're talking about, man. I truly feel the emotions that you're talking about. I feel it all in me right now. And the only thing I want to do is to be able to harness that and make something happen and know where I'm going. Because I have a vision of where I want to go. But I used to write down stuff all the time, but now I'm just getting to the point where I'm letting outside forces take over my mind or take little things away from me that I've always had. And now I got to start blaming myself for stuff like that because I can't blame them. I can't blame nobody else for what I'm doing in my life because the longer I do that, the longer I'm going to be in the situation that I'm in. Why I can't even go and make sure that my pregnant wife right now got some food. Simple stuff like that. Just make me get to that point where I'm like, bruh, I ain't got no choice. I'm my back against the wall. I ain't got nothing else. I can't get high. I've literally been trying to get a job everywhere. And I can't get a job. I can't even secure a job. Nobody will hire me. And I know I can do the work, but ain't nobody hiring me. Why? Because I ain't supposed to be working for nobody. I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be in this place right here to be doing this so I can provide for my family on a whole nother level than I'm thinking on. I'm thinking like, oh, okay, I could just do this and get comfortable. Man, I hate that word now. I literally hate that word. Being comfortable in this world. I'm trying to be comfortable with being uncomfortable every day of my life now.
That's so.
It's just to that point, man. I'm 27 years old, 27 years young. I ain't my back against the wall. I ain't got nothing. I got a wife, a daughter, and a child on the way. I ain't got nothing else. All praises to the highest God. I know I'm gonna stick to this, and I'm gonna finish this. Cause I'm tired of quitting. I'm tired of stopping stuff, then start stuff. Cause I've been here before. I came in October sometime last year, and I allowed myself, cause I can't blame nobody. I allowed myself to stop. I allowed myself to get corrupted by all the stuff in this world. This. Instead of just staying the course, being consistent, being disciplined, which I didn't grow up with. I didn't grow up with that discipline. I didn't grow up with having something that because I was always trying to do this and go to the next shinier thing. But now I'm like, okay, I understand if I'm not disciplined, if I'm not being consistent, then I'm going to lose every time. Every single time. So I appreciate you truly for today, man. I already took the liberty of texting my mentor, which I, believe in this time is Keith, because, Keith has been, that person. He's been allowing me, just to think a little bit, and I have a hard time taking instruction. I ain't too big or bad to say I have a hard time taking instruction and listening to people. And that's what I'm learning here right now, to stick to and do the things that the mentors say do. Not what I want to do, because what I want to do ain't been working.
Say that again.
Structure, man.
Listen, man, I that right there. See, those emotions that, like, a young man, 27, fighting his way from a battle who want to win. The biggest thing is stay connected, man. Stay connected to somebody who's already done it. Because a lot of times we admit we have this ego problem. And egos is edging God out, and normally it hurts us. I just stay connected. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell this story quick. When I made the decision to walk away from education, my mom was still living there. I remember calling my mom saying, listen, Mom, take this job in Mississippi. And she was like, okay, so, how much money are you gonna make? I'm like, it's commissions. Hold on, somebody at my door. I apologize. Somebody else talk real quick. Talk real quick.
Since he want me to talk.
I do it.
There I was, sitting there on top of the mountain, looking down now further. But everybody, one thing about putting stuff in the atmosphere, and with this opportunity, and Jonathan said something right then. He said, the next shiny thing. The devil will bless you just as much as the God will. Believe what you want. Because
you better speak.
Believe what you want. And it will take you off track on where you're supposed to be. And when it's God's plan, you just gonna do one complete circle and find yourself right back in the place that you started. And you just wasted a whole bunch of time and energy and money. And the same thing is gonna be waiting on you. So I always say, we had this thing, we always used to say at the last company that we had, for everybody that was, we would be in a meeting like this or somewhere in person, and a person will say, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be here for life. This is my company. I love it. And we'll hold our feet up and we'll go, oh shit, here they come. And that's everybody out there in the universe. Everything is coming for you, because you just made a bold statement that you just put in the atmosphere that come hell or high water, I ain't going nowhere. And then it's called life. It's going to hit you. So what knocks more people out of this business that have goals and dreams is life. That's what it's not the finances. It's not the kids. It's not the bills. It's life that knock people out of this business. And you have to be able to know and to trust. We scriptures are something else when you use these scriptures as cliches or just something to say. I love the one that you ask somebody how they doing and they say I'm blessed and highly favored, or I'm blessed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm like, shit, you ain't doing that. Because you gonna be blessed and you're gonna be stressed when you doing this the right way. The difference is on how you don't quit is the man that you just have that's in your side that's gonna keep you gotta be grounded in everything that you do. And a lot of hearing all of these accomplishments that everybody wants to have, but you can get these things, but they're not. It's going to take money. Some of you are afraid to order just Facebook leads, and we're talking. I want to make $10,000. I want to make $60,000. I want to make $100,000. And you wasn't getting the leads when they were $55. Now the leads are $66. We have to be able to invest in these in our business. And I put out the other day on our Telegram that it's imperative more than ever to get trained how to sell, because we spent thousands of dollars in training, going to different events over the years that we have been in insurance. Myself, Rachel, Kendra, Jalecia, Bernardo, Sheena, David, a whole bunch of folks just spent $1,000 again to get training from the top marketer and salesperson, Jeremy Meyer. And I'm passing this stuff that we're bringing right back to you for free. That we're not saying, hey, we need you to pay $50 a month, because that's what we used to do when we first started. Our regional director would buy the sales platform that cost thousands of dollars, and we had to buy into it every month to take that sales training. And we bring it to you for free every week. And I hear $100,000, I hear $50,000, and no one is saying, I'm gonna get better in selling. Because you cannot afford to be wasting and not getting sales when these leads cost $66 now. And a Facebook lead is $44 now. You gotta know how to sell. You gotta know how to convert these leads and saying the right things. We want everybody to be successful. That's why we do everything for free. But you will have a 3-day sales training that we offer. And again, this ain't phase 1 training, because we in PowerHouse Zoom doing the training. But to take this training for 3 days and think that you got it, if I had the opportunity to sit in front of Jeremy Meyer every week, which I do because I've got the platform, I would do it. And why wouldn't y'all take advantage of free training to get $100,000 a year, $10,000 a month? You gotta know how to sell, because you can buy all the leads, and some of you have experienced it. You're getting these leads and you get in lead debt because you're not making sales. So you have to be able to know that, get the proper training. Because since we've been here, when we got here 2 years ago, a television lead was $44. They went from $44 to $55 to $66. You see where this is going? So we have to make more money to be able to supply our business and our personal life. So we got to get better. And we just can't wing this. We can't just get on the phone and wing it, or look at the script when we only sell, when we only pick this up. This stuff has to be study every day, every night, listening. Hey, this happened. Well, first you're off mute. You're should be on a virtual call center off mute as a new agent and letting somebody hear you. And we're here, right here, got a whole office in Jackson. A whole office. And I'm here by myself every day when I'm here. And it's like, what are we doing? So everybody hold your dreams, but know when the problems come, you got to remember you put it out there. And you got to hold your dreams. Go right now, Murphy's Committee. It's on YouTube. It's about 35-minute video. Y'all need to watch that tonight. It's called Murphy's Committee.
What is it called, Mr. Keith?
Murphy's Committee.
Murphy's Committee.
Mm-hmm. Y'all need to watch that tonight.
And what is that on?
On YouTube.
Can you post a link to that, please?
Let's see. Let me see.
Thank you. If you can.
Oh, somebody did it. I will post it. I will post it.
Post it in Telegram so everybody can have it.
Okay.
Is anybody else? Anything they need to say?
So I just wanted to share something real quick, and it was just a thought. You said everything starts in the mind, right? So the one thing I wanted to share was with your self-confidence formula, the one thing we all look at on a daily basis are our phones. Even if we're not looking at our phones and that screen goes off, I mean, if your phone's suave, put the self-confidence formula as a screensaver. You're guaranteed to read it then. Just a thought.
That's
Then
good.
it starts in the mind, right?
That's good.
Pretty good.
Good. Anybody else before we leave? We've been here a while. I apologize, but
I'll just speak briefly. Super shout out to you, Mr. Harris, for this well-needed meeting. I will say that, first off, I want to say, especially to these new agents, as well as seasoned agents. When I say seasoned agents who have not been doing this for more than 2 years here, is that, it's okay to give yourself some grace. It's okay to give yourself some grace. It's not easy to earn $100,000. It's just not. I saw it on here, or somebody mentioned about, you wondering why it hasn't happened for you. Sometimes people, why is just a little bit stronger. You never know what people have gone through that now, they run a little bit harder. But give yourself some grace. It's just not easy to do. However, do it anyway. It don't matter. Forget your excuses. Do it anyway. As long as no one has, because I have not experienced death with a close, someone close, so I don't know the feeling. But anything other than that, just do it anyway, because you have no choice. I believe that things happen, if not most things happen by design. That you were supposed to be here. You were supposed to be here. If you weren't supposed to be here, the ad would have never came in your page. I mean, the ad goes to at least millions of people, and somehow he chose you. And even you wasn't from an ad, maybe you was from a word of mouth, whatever, that he called you here. I do believe that it is not your average organization. It's not. You're just not. You don't get this anywhere. You just don't. Yeah, the money is great, but this is more, especially for people. I say women, but men too. That it's not just always the money. It's who or you're becoming in this organization. You know, I'll say that my purpose here, you know, what keeps me going is that I need to help as many women as possible to make better choices, and men too. But women don't make the best choices because you don't earn enough money to make better choices. And so whatever that may look like for you. But at the end of the day, is that regardless of, you know, all the information that you heard tonight, everything you heard tonight, don't allow yourself to quit based off you don't let the energy die down. You're no longer inspired. You should, what helps me keep going is pain. I turn my pain to my paychecks. I allow the pain that I feel sometimes to keep me going. That, you know what, I do not like this feeling, so I'm gonna push whatever I can to not be in this position ever again. So, you know, don't look at this like it's great, inspiring, motivation, right? But don't let yourself tomorrow morning, when you know you don't like your current situation right now, you don't like the way your bank account look right now, you can't afford to pay the basics. Don't allow that to stop you from moving forward. Use that energy, apply that energy, man. So what if a client hung the phone up on me? So what? Like Harris said, I don't care if it take me 6,000 leads. I don't care. I know the hurt that I feel. It hurts so bad that I can't go back. This gotta work. I gotta push through. So, you know, allow this to, you know, or channel your energy towards that. Man, this hurts so bad. And that's why people don't move, because you're not moved. It's the same way we applied it to these clients. We try to get them emotional, you know, we be doing these surface level things. We have these surface level goals, you know, surface level. Oh, I want to do it for my kids. What about your kids that you want to do it for? Because if it's really, really about your kids, if it's really, really about your family, if it really, really is about that, you wouldn't get off the Zoom at 6 o'clock. I wouldn't understand how we can get off so early. I wouldn't understand. I thought you said you really want to do this for your family. Is it really for your family? Is it really? You got to go deep, dig deep. That, man, know what? Not even me can stop me. I can't quit. Not even me. My dreams or goals are coming to reality. I don't care how it get done. It'll get done by any means necessary. Not even I can get in the way. It ain't getting in the way because I know me. I know I be BSing too. So I'm not gonna let the BS and Sheena stop me. Or I'm just gonna keep going. So channel that's why these books, when we just giving these books just to begin it, you know, take something and apply it, read it. Keep pushing through though. But use the pain that you're feeling right now and say, you know what, this gotta work. This has to work. Man, I hate feeling like this. I'm gonna just keep pushing. Yeah, it's supposed to suck. It's $100,000. You don't think it's gonna, child, you don't think there's gonna be some bull crap that's coming your way? You're trying to earn $100,000. You ain't never earned over $50,000 in a year. You don't think it's gonna be some mess? Expect it. So what? Okay, so what? This happened. So what? Oh, this ain't taking me out. That's some lightweight stuff. Because if I truly believe that, you know, and if sometimes your belief is not strong enough, how about you just borrow somebody else's belief? Your belief ain't even strong enough. Why don't you just borrow somebody else's belief? Let me borrow somebody else's confidence. Borrow mine. Hell, you can't tell me nothing. I don't care what I have and what I don't have. You can't tell Sheena Michelle not a doggone thing. Because I know who I am and I know whose I am. And I know and the devil don't even give a damn. I know what I'm going to have and I know what I got to do and I'm going to get it done. And you should see the same thing. That I cannot have the same problems that I had last year. How dare me have the same problems that I had last year? How dare me have the same problems I had last month? The same, everything's the same. We do the same thing every single time. Just do it anyway. Forget how you feel. So what? So you want the $100,000 or not? You want it or not? And if you say you want it, okay, fantastic. Or just say, I don't want it. And stop saying it. And just stop saying it. And be okay with it. And if you're going to be okay with that, just know that you are raising other people to be just like you. Shame on you for creating heathens. I'm talking to me too. I ain't just talking, I'm talking about me too, okay? Shame on you. If you're going to break the curse, break it. Stop playing. If you want to change your life, change it. Stop playing. You want to have better things, stop saying it. And do the work, regardless of what these clients say to you. Regardless if the leads don't work. Do you not know how many? Go back to he said it. Do you know what you need to know to get what you need to have? So if it's going to take out of 20 presentations, you know 15. And so just imagine if you wanted to do, you need 1,000, 2,000 leads. You really need 2,000 plus leads minimum. You really a year. And it really more than that. Then what you, it's 20%. 20%. So you're going to get a lot more no's and yes. You're going to let these clients take you out of the life that you desire, deserve, and they don't know you. They don't know me. You think I'm going to let these people take me out of my calling? Of they stopped dreaming. And I'm finna stop dreaming just because they hung the phone up in my face. The call was disconnected. They said they wasn't interested. I don't give a doggone. I do not care because I know that this is what I desire to have. And I said it's gonna get done. Why am I worrying about the other stuff? I can no longer major in the minor things. That's for the other jokers. That's for them other jokers. It's just like going to heaven for you, vowing people, religious people. They said the saints, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. They said the saints, the only one who's gonna make it. Everybody ain't gonna go. Everybody can't go because most people don't want to participate in the promise. You don't want to practice the principles to get to the promise. The principles are all the same. Forget what the client said. Forget how I feel. Forget how bad do I want it. And I want it bad. I want it so, so bad. And you should be telling, man, I want it so, so bad. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep calling. I'm going to keep dialing. I'm going to keep showing up. Even when I don't feel like, because I want it just this doggone bad. Because this is more than just insurance. You are saving not only your life, but think about the generations to come. You thinking this why it ain't working because all you doing is thinking about you. It ain't even about you. Think about the other people that you about to say, my kids. My last name, I done changed my last name 5, 6 times. But they go damn sure know who Sheena Michelle is, just in case. They gonna know who Sheena Michelle is no matter what. And your kids, and I say that because women, we lose our name. We lose our first name and our last name for mothers. You lose your first name and your last name. When you have a child, you're no longer called your name. They call you mommy. When you get married, you done lost your name and got somebody else's name. But they gonna know my first and middle name because they'll never take that away from me. And I'm gonna stand by that. They gonna know who Sheena Michelle is. What are they gonna say about you? My mom ain't did enough for me. And somebody gave her the opportunity and she didn't think enough for me to take it. She didn't care about me enough to take the opportunity. He didn't care about me enough to take the opportunity. Because they didn't show me, they showed you. He called you. Everybody don't get the call. Everybody don't get the call, but the call, you got called. Are you gonna hit ignore? Are you gonna allow your phone to be disconnected? Are you gonna block your calling? Because the same thing the client's doing to you and that you allow, you doing the same thing to you. Make a decision. This gotta work. I can't go back. I can't go back. It's gonna be tough. So what? Keep pushing through. So what? It hurts. So what? Keep going. It hurts. Keep going. Because as soon as you finally get on the other side, you're gonna be so, so proud of, man, I did not allow these things that were so minor take me out of the bigger blessing. You got it. It's already there. And it's already yours. It's already yours. Take it. Just take it. He gave it to you. Take it. He ain't gonna do the work for you. I'm gonna give it to you, but you're gonna have to do the work. Because if I just give it to you, you're not gonna appreciate it. You're not gonna appreciate it. You're not gonna appreciate, man, the pain that I went through and I kept going. You're not gonna appreciate the things that have happened to you that you kept going. If I just give it to you, it's there for a reason. So you can appreciate it. And so you'll be so much proud of the woman that you became, of the man that you have finally become, because you just didn't quit. Don't quit. So what? I ain't quitting. That's one thing I ain't gonna do. You fired me, I'm coming back 6 months later. But I promise you, I will not quit, because I always bet on me. Harris.
Yeah, that's, I mean, hopefully, you got something from this. I never know, things pop up, and I try to be totally led by the Holy Spirit. Because I think we all need, it's going back to basics, really it is. Sheena brought up something that I haven't said in a long time. It just made me think about it. How many of y'all know your great, 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 great grandparents? How many of y'all know 4 generations of your grandparents? You know why the majority of us don't know them? Because they ain't leave you nothing. Because if they would have left you something, the Rockefellers know their family. I promise you that. The Kennedys know their great, Why can't it start with you? It took one Tyler Perry. It's Oprah Winfrey. It took one person. It took one Barack Obama to believe, to create history. Why can't it be you? You're so deserving. You're so deserving. Like I always laugh and joke, man. I want my face above my great grandkids. I want my face on that mantle. My great granddaddy Donaldo left us something. I want that because I want to break what we cannot. Don't tell me what we cannot have. You're deserving. I'm telling you, you're deserving. The race is not won by the swift, nor the battle won by the strong, but to he that endures to the end. Finish something. Yeah, you might need to come off a little bit and take a little part-time job. And you know what I want to say with that? You know why you end up there? Because your belief level, you stop believing. And I know people, because I used to say the same thing. Mr. Harris, that sound good, but you don't know my situation. Yeah, I know most of y'all because I've been through most of y'all situations. We laugh and joke about this, and I know y'all hear me and Keith used to have to split a 4 for 4 at Wendy's. So don't tell me I don't know y'all situation. Shit. Keith got the burger, I got the nuggets, we split the fries, and we told him to give us an extra cup to split the drink. So I know the situation. I've cried many of nights having to eat Keith concoctions. I've cried many of nights because I had to eat his concoctions. He would take all this mess and throw it in a pot. I had to eat that. Don't tell me I don't understand.
Look, don't hold me against one bad meal.
Okay, yeah, because he tried to make some chicken and dumplings with some biscuits, and God knows it didn't come out like right. I promise you it did. But I'm telling y'all, don't tell me. We've struggled, but we never stopped believing in what we deserve to have. Yeah, yours might not come as fast as somebody else, but does it really matter as long as it comes? Because you've been probably going to work at a job 30 years and never get to 15, 20,000 a month. Does it really matter? But the question I always ask, do you really believe you deserve it? Do you see yourself as that person? Because when you see yourself as that CEO, nothing stops you. CEOs don't cut the lights out. They there longer. They open the building. They shut the building down. They keep going till they don't stop. And the thing is, sometimes I love it. You got to borrow somebody else's confidence. Every day is not a great day. But I promise you, I'm not going to talk. I'll use Keith. I ain't going to talk to Keith. I'm having a bad day. And he talking about, man, yeah, they done raised the prices on the. All right, Keith, man, I'll be right back, man. I'm getting a phone call. I don't need to hear that. We both can't be down at the same time. Because if Keith comfortable where he's at, I got to climb higher. You deserve it. I promise you deserve it. And everybody don't have to get off on the elevator at the same floor. I promise you. Some of y'all are comfortable. Get off on $10,000 a month. That will change a lot of y'all lives. Then some people need to go to $20,000 floor. Then it's the 30, then it's the 50. Whatever floor you get off on the floor that you're deserving of. Not the one you have to get off on because you quit on you. I'm sorry, man. I tell you, what kept me going, I just saw other people doing it. And I just kept telling myself, God, you said your word is your word. You said you know respect the person. I got to keep doing this because they ain't better than me. I'm not going to let them outwork me either. Like I tell people, and I still believe it, nobody's going to outstudy me. See, that's my gift. The study, the knowledge, the wisdom, that's my gift. Nobody's going to outstudy me. I'll study on these videos, and I'm so thankful for YouTube and all that. Because I got to put the right information in my head. Every one of y'all are a success story just waiting. It's already happened in your mind. It's just waiting to show up. It's waiting. I look at Rachel Boatwright. Come on, man. She didn't always tell the story. I just did Rachel tell it too. That she stayed in a trailer park without a trailer. How you stay in a trailer park without a trailer? But her life changed. Her life changed. I remember when Jaleesa came, we had a conversation and she was like, Miss Harris, she was going through a major divorce. She's like, I have 2 months. I have 60 days to make this work. I said, no, well, you ain't gonna put no time in them. But if you follow what me and Steven asked you to do, you can change your life. But you know, see here, ooh, thank you, Holy Spirit. Do you know the example that was before her? She didn't even realize Sheena went through what she had to go through so Jaleesa can have somebody she can look at to say, oh, here's a single mom that did it because somebody before her had already done it. God ain't going to take you through nothing that he ain't already prepared somebody else for. So stop crying over what you're going through. It ain't for you. So that's why I don't like excuses. Stop begging for what you want. You're going to have to go through valleys because it ain't for you. It's for the person that's going to follow you. So I'll be the Harriet Tubman of this organization. I'll take the whip. I'll get the fussing out because I know it ain't for me because I want everybody to come through the door. See, we stay in these pity parties for what? It ain't for you. Lift yourself up, hold your head up high, and walk through it. Because most of us quit in the thunderstorm, and it's going to end 2 steps before us, but we stay right there in the mess and stay in the storm when the storm is finished 2 steps ahead of us. Let's go win, man. Let's go win. I promise you, I've been saying this the last week, and I just know it. There's no organization, I promise you, that can put man to man, person to person that this, so we different. Bottom line, God has anointed this organization, and I promise you, we different. That's why he don't take no mess with this organization. You start doing craziness, he's going to be like, go on over somewhere else. God has a special anointing because it ain't for us. This ain't for you. This is to tell somebody else behind you that it's possible. But you holding up a lot of people's blessings because you ain't taking your blessing. You know how many people waiting on you to win? But you won't take the blessing and go win? Let's start winning so you can unlock the chains, break every chain, start unlocking the chains of poverty in your household, in your neighborhood. Don't try to save the outside world yet. Let's save your own house. Let's save your own kids. Let's stop unleash the chains of your own kids so they can think on another level, so they can learn on a different level, so they can have choices on the next level. Matter of fact, go pay your parents rent for the next couple months. They took care of you for 18 years. Go pay their rent. Let's break some chains around here. When you start breaking chains, it's going to loosen you up. It's going to allow you to get to the next level. But make sure you're ready for it. See, he gave some of y'all $10,000 and he showed it to you and you ain't do the right thing. So he said, let me take that back because you ain't ready for it. Because you ain't gonna shame his name. I'm sorry, this organization is built on faith, family, and business. So when you come under any type of covering, that's a whole nother level, but I'm going to teach you something. So whenever you meet a man, whoever that, the man has a vision. His vision is supposed to be under God's vision. So if the man vision here, if your vision don't fit up under that man, you in the wrong place. So in this organization, it's faith, family, and business. If you don't have that alignment, you in the wrong place. That might be your first problem. Because your vision should be able to fit up under the vision of the whole business industry. We're going to bring a lot of powerful people under one roof. When you got a bunch of power, you got a bunch of attitudes. Ooh-wee, you going to clash and y'all ain't going to like. But he says, oh, you know what I can do? I can change all of that. I just need y'all to change the industry because I need y'all to free some people. Who you freed? Who you freed? Your job might be to free clients. So they don't have to go and beg for money. Have you freed anybody lately? Forget the money. You want to help. Let me see how many people you helped this month. Yeah, I ain't here for the money. I just want to help and love on people. Okay, fantastic. How many people you helped this month? How many people went to the morgue and didn't have a policy? Now their family's suffering because you ain't talked to them. Ooh, I know it feels hurt. But we a special group. I'm sorry to tell you, this is a special anointed group. We don't do everything right. We ain't perfect in every way. But here's the problem. Some of y'all sitting on talents that we need very badly, but you won't open your mouth to help the goal. And I'm going to leave that there. He sent you here. You know why you mad about this? Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. And you know why you still frustrated about it? Because he sent you to solve it. Can't nobody else do it. He sent you to solve it. But you won't do it. Come on, y'all. Let's win. Let's win. We right here in, what's this, August, September, October, November, December. You got 3 to 4 months that you should have for all of you who celebrate Christmas, you should have the best Christmas ever. There should be no reason nobody go lacking in your house. Nobody. Your kids should have every gift that they desire. No more excuses. How bad do you want it? That's the question. How bad do you really want it? You willing to train for 3, 4, 5 days? How bad do you want it? You willing to come unmuted and somebody have to correct you? How bad do you want it? Is it worse? I would rather for somebody to laugh at me up here and tell me, ooh, you messed the verb up and you can't speak nothing, than look at my kid in their face and tell them I can't do it. I would rather for a client to hang up on me, shut me up, cuss me out, do whatever, than not be able to help my parents or my family. How bad you want it? How bad you want it? You gonna let a couple no's tell you you don't deserve it? You would let a couple doors shut in your face, say you get 4 batches of bad leads. You gonna let that stop you from telling your kids that you don't deserve it? I'm just looking for people who refuse to quit on your family. I'm looking for some Harriet Tubmans that willing to take the whips on their back, that's willing to cross the roads when people say you can't cross the road. I'm looking for some Oprah Winfrey's that say you don't deserve to be this because of your size and the way you look, but defy all odds. It's possible, ladies and gentlemen. It is totally possible. I just need you to tell yourself tonight, you should go to sleep with so much on your brain, and I want you to just go do this for me tonight. You don't do nothing else I've asked of you tonight. I want you to take 2 or 3 minutes to go in your bathroom, shut the door, and look in that mirror and say, you deserve no more. You deserve more. You deserve to have it. If you got to cry, cry. Stop trying to be all hardcore. Just let the tears flow. Tell yourself you deserve more. Tell yourself, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to change my address. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to change my circumstances. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to contact and be around the people I need to be. I don't care if I don't like them or not. It ain't about that person. I don't care if I don't like them. They have something that I desire, and I'm going to get what they're supposed to give me, and I'm going to change my family. I just go stand in front of the mirror for 2 to 3 minutes and tell yourself that. And just remember that emotion every time when you feel like quitting, saying, I can't quit. I can't quit. There's no quit in me. I just got to keep going. I can't stop right now. I got to keep going. I'm closer than I think I am. I got to keep going. I understand maybe my mental is not right. Let me read something that can help my mental. Let me input something that change. Let me talk to somebody who can lift me up every now and then. But again, we say it and a lot of people don't like it, but it's true. All I got to do is pull up darn Wells Fargo or Citizens, and that should inspire me enough right there. That I can't pay my rent, that I can't pay my bill, that I can't do the things. Your kids can't play sports like they want because we can't. Come on, y'all, let's stop this. Matter of fact, you ought to have somebody cleaning your house. I can't do it right now. I got to go clean. No, hire somebody to clean. Hire somebody to wash your car. Hire somebody to cut that grass. I know you're deserving of it. You deserving of it. Go get the Cadillac. You ain't got to get Cadillac. Go get the Lexus. Go get the Beamer. Go get the Mercedes. Go get the G-Wagon. Go get the Rolls Royce. Go get whatever you desire. He says, I make them for you. Because here's the last statement. I love what an old mentor of mine used to say. He says, I'd rather you be rich and hate me than like me and be poor. Hate me. I can't stand that old fat Donaldo with the knot on the back. Hate me all you want to, but I want your family changed. So you can say whatever you want, hate me, but I want to see your family changed. Instead of you liking me, oh, he's so nice. He's such a sweet guy. He loves the Lord, and you broke. Don't like me. Because I want to see you in what God has for you. You're so deserving of walking in the joy, the abundance of life. You're so deserving to do whatever you desire, if only you can believe it. And I believe, and gonna keep believing, and gonna keep giving. Because he said, the more I give, the more I receive. The more I give, the more I receive. The more I give, the more I receive. Helping enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. Keep helping. He ain't say what people to help. He said, you help enough people get what they want. It might be some people that ain't even a part of PowerHouse that I keep helping. If I keep helping them people, you help them people, I give you what you want. You help them people, I give you what you want. Who you helping? Listen, I love y'all, man. I ain't gonna coach you no more. But I want every one of you to walk in abundance. I want you to walk in the life that you deserve. I dare you tonight to take the time. You can stay up here, do whatever you want. Take the time to take those pieces of paper. You know what I love about notebooks? It has always been the greatest thing I love about notebooks. I get a chance to take an empty sheet of paper. Hold on. I get an opportunity to take an empty sheet of paper and make it worth millions of dollars to leave to my kids. It's not the paper, it's what I put on the paper that will change the history forever for my family. I dare you to take a sheet of paper and dream. Not a comfortable dream. Well, yeah, I want to buy a house for $300. No, I'm so happy and grateful now that I just purchased a $700,000 house. All my kids have a bedroom, I have a pool, I have this. I drive the car that I desire. Man, I've been able to help families. You know what? I was able to help 10 families this Christmas have a Christmas that they never would see. Matter of fact, at Thanksgiving, I was able to give out 7 baskets of turkeys, ham, macaroni, cheese, collard greens, candy yams, rolls, sweet tea, lemonade, Diet Coke, all that. I was able to give all that out because of the blessing that I put on this paper. I dare you to dream. I dare you to dream dreams that other people are scared to dream. Because I'm going to keep dreaming. I'm going to keep writing my goals. I'm going to keep posting my goals. I'm going to keep living the life that he told me I'm deserving of. Because when I live the life he told me I'm deserving of, all I can do is keep blessing others. And I love it. I love to walk in restaurants and my bill is $20 and I say, here you go, here's $100 and see people cry. I love it. I love blessing because the more I keep blessing, God said, my son, you're going to do what I should do. Let me give you more. I love it. I'm deserving of it. Know about your father. I'm deserving. And I'm going to keep working and working and working and working and working and working. Because see, I really don't work. I do what I love to do. That's why I can sit in here all day. See, you go to work. I don't go to work. My kids say, you work. I don't work. I don't work for nobody. I do what I love to do, change lives. I change lives every day. Let's go do it, man. This organization should not be the same ever again. If you just take tonight, get that sheet of paper and dream. Tell your kids, tell your husband, tell your wife, tell everybody, dream like you never dreamed before. And watch how he does the impossible. Because he said if I write it down, it will not come back void. So I challenge him. I write big dreams. Because I'm like, big dog, daddy, you got something to deal with. He has to give me the $1 million organization. He ain't got a choice. He does. God don't have a choice because it's right here. And I read it up. I'm so happy and grateful now, daddy. I'm so happy that PowerHouse, that's us, does over $1 million in AP in production. Now, we ain't doing it nowhere. At Senior Life Insurance Company, I write it. So he has to give it to me. Because if he don't give it to me, why would he want his son sad to tell a sad story about my father? My father don't want me to say nothing sad about him. He wants me to say good things because then I draw people to him. How many times do you say your goals? All right, I'm done. I dream dreams, man. I ain't scared to dream nothing because I deserve it. Do you deserve it? Do you trust your father? Do you have a relationship? See, it's called relationship. Ooh, that's a whole nother thing. See, I can't ask somebody for something if I don't have a relationship with them. Let that sink in. It's hard for me to go to the man across the street that I don't have a relationship with and ask him for something. But because I have a relationship, I can ask him for anything, and he gives it to me. You know, the tooth fairy, you know, your parents gave y'all the tooth fairy forever. They put that tooth up under the thing, and they come in and bring you that $1, $2. Y'all begging, going y'all, some of y'all went and took the kids' money and put it back up under the pillow. Y'all know y'all wrong for that, but I'm telling you, you can have anything you want. I dare you to dream big dreams. Matter of fact, this weekend, I want every one of you to find Zillow and go look at houses. Go look at $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 houses. Go find the best car lot in your area. I know you can't afford it. You probably can't handle your bills yet, but go sit in that new car. Boy, I promise you that new leather smell better than your old leather. There's a different smell in that vehicle. See, once you drive it, you're emotionally attached to it. You can never forget how it feels. I dare you write a check. Go get your checkbook and write a check for $10,000 and put it up on your wall. Go write a check for $10,000. Say, pay to the order of your name, $10,000. I dare you to write a check and hold God accountable for it. But it's also say faith without works is dead. Let's go, man. Let's win. Let's do what we got to do. Let's love. Let's win. Let's stay out of number 5. I got to say it. Let's stay out of, I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealous, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humans. Let's love on each other. That's how your blessings gonna come. Let's win at the next level, man. Let's do the things we got to do. Hopefully this was helpful. Probably need to do this more often. Hey, let me say this, and let me just put it out. Women, why are you by yourself when you got all these women on this screen? Why are you struggling by yourself when you got all these women on the screen? I never understood. It's called sisterhood. Why? Because you ain't going through nothing somebody else ain't already went through. You ain't the only one got 4 kids and ain't got no daddy around. You ain't the only one who bills behind and a husband pressuring you. I promise you, you ain't the only one. With all these women, why are we not attaching ourselves to each other to help each other? Because your problems ain't no different than nobody else's problems. I promise you they're not. If we attach arms and help to lift each other up, instead of trying to bring each other down, I'd go deeper in that, but I ain't gonna do it. Let's start lifting each other up. My mama used to say something. You ain't got nothing good to say? Don't say nothing at all. Stop letting your tongue speak bad about people. Lift your sister up. Help her out. Yeah, she might not do what she do, but speak positive into her. Go help her. Tell her how beautiful she looked today. Speak words of encouragement into her. Because you don't know the last time somebody told her how special she was. And you could be the voice that changes her. Love y'all, man. Have an amazing night. Be blessed. And let's go win to the next level, all right?
Thanks, Mr. D.
Thank you.
Problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
God bless everybody. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hopefully we can make this a once a month thing.
Right.
This is
Start signing
amazing.
some
I
people.
agree. Very powerful.
Thank you.
No problem. Who here recording? I don't know how to stop.
That
All
was
right.
You should be able to go up by the word recording and it should show a pause or a stop.